Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vanilla. All right. I know I'm just bragging on this. I want to be real for just 5 seconds. I'm not doing great. Okay, I spent a lot of this morning being nauseous. My allergies are kicking my ass. I am having trouble sleeping. I am also sleeping on an inflatable every night because there's no other option other than just the floor. I don't like living here. The air conditioning cannot keep up, so this room just gets hotter and hotter and hotter throughout the course of the day. I have a cat. Nothing against the cat. Don't take this as being cat hating, but his presence is not a good thing for me, especially since I do have allergies to cats. So that's not helping anything. I've been just chugging Flonase and Claritin every day. Sorry, this is all just ranting. Don't mind me. None of this can be fixed. None of this can be fixed, right? But all I'm trying to do is establish a setup. This is where I'm at. This is the state I'm at. And I'm playing vanilla Guild Wars 2, which, as I've said, and I said this off camera, I have said this before we even reviewed this, that I gave the opinion that of the three big MMOs we'd cover, that this one's vanilla would score the worst. And so far I stand by that. Guild Wars 2 vanilla is pretty bad. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I apologize for my overall attitude and tone lately. Yeah, we're almost to Season 1, which is an improvement. But I wanted to mention one other thing. So obviously I haven't caught up with the review document yet, so these numbers are not actually up to date. It's the best thing ever, Avatar Blade. It's the single greatest thing in the known history of the ever. It's why I quit the game for 5 years without even finishing vanilla. No, FF14 1.0 isn't vanilla. That really doesn't count as a vanilla. Because really, FF14 1.0, when we say that, what we mean is FF14 before ARR, which is actually its whole series of patches up to, like, I think it's 1.14 or something like that. Or maybe it was 1.17. It was somewhere around there. But either way, no is the answer. Even if we get into semantics, the answer is no. ARR is a different game. Moving on. Yeah, ARR is vanilla. I was going somewhere with all that. The point is that I have decided after some thought and some limitations that we are not actually recovering the other orders. And I want to explain why a little bit, because I can hop on this character right here and show off why. So, here we are. This is a character that's actually done the vanilla campaign. And for those of you who were here yesterday for this, you remember that for some reason, even though every other campaign in the entire game has the ability to redo sections, the replay this episode stuff, this campaign does not. You cannot replay vanilla. Here's the relevance of that. So the way that the vanilla campaign is structured is the first 3 groups of quests are all the racial stuff. That's the stuff we're all done with. Then there's 4. Hang on, actually, let me look up the specifics on this before I lie to you. I don't like lying to you. Here we go. Okay, so then the level 40 stuff, this stuff, that's the 3 order quests, right? So we could do the level 4 quest 3 times. Then 5 is standard, so everyone gets the same general 5. There's actually some asterisks to that, which has to do with the races, don't worry about it. Then 6 is order stuff again. Then 7 is standardized again, and then 8 is order stuff again. Now, if it let me replay these, what I was planning on doing was going ahead and hating myself and going ahead and doing 4, 6, and 8 3 times. But I can't. So the only way to properly do this would be to do 4 through 8 3 times. And I don't hate you or me that much. So instead, I'm going to pop over to here. It is still possible, but that's what PFR means. Possible is usually something we don't do on camera, because possible is the first barrier.
We're strong in the dark, and you know it. We're
I would even go so far as to say it's feasible, but it's not really reasonable. Oh, trust me, Mr. Red. And I mean no offense by this statement. You do not hate Maguma as much as I do. I have 100%ed Maguma. Oh, whoops. What's interesting is in terms of zone design, like the actual overworld zones, and we will be reviewing that. That's part of the audit that I'm still in the middle of doing. Most of these zones are kind of whatevers, right? So, like, for example, this zone here, which is the Celadon Forest, it's actually fine. It's probably one of the better overall, like, starter zones. Then you've got, like, the Brisbane Wildlands, Metrica Province, which is okay. Kessex Hills, which is eh. Gindarin Fields, which is fine. Queensdale, which sucks. I forget the name of this place. Up here we have the Harathi Highlands, which is alright. And it kind of gets worse the further up you get. Like, when you get to, like, the Iron Marches and the Fireheart Rise, these zones tend to actually suck. But none of those compare to any of this trash. And I'm just going to say that. I'm sorry. If you like these zones, that's awesome, and I'm happy for you. I'm going to give them shotguns worth of negatives because they suck. These zones are terrible. These zones are too irritating to navigate, entirely too large, entirely too vertical. Even basic things like the amount of experience you gain from events, or the nature of how adventures work, or the specific frickin' mastery gates as you're going through that. These zones they're BC, right? They're obviously trying something new, and some of it stuck and some of it didn't. I do like the addition of the glider, and they did add several things like the concept of having terrain that you can then use as part of navigation. In this case, the jumping mushrooms and the gusts, the gusts of wind. Those were good ideas, and they stuck with those, it's worth noting. But, and visuals are actually pretty solid. But in terms of actual gameplay axes, like, these will probably all get positives on the story axes, with the possible exception of the Tangled Depths, because screw the Tangled Depths. But gameplay-wise, all of these are going to be nice, big net negatives. It would not be, and I've given this opinion before, it's not until they got over here that they actually figured out how to properly weave zone design into the overall gameplay. And frankly, they got even better with that down here, because these zones are actually good, in my opinion. Even this one, the Big Forest. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I don't know what that was. Oh yeah, it's worth noting, in a game where the map is really, really good, the one and only time it isn't is in Heart of Thorns. Oh yeah. So in case you're wondering, where the hell are we? Yeah, so this is Lion's Arch, the way it used to look. For those of you who've never seen this, it is still in the game. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? He keeps going into his carrier and then, like, lunging out at full speed. There's nothing in there. I know, I just cleaned that. Anyways, yeah, Old Lion's Arch, it was fine. Honestly, I don't have anything against it. I do think it's not as good as New Lion's Arch. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I do think it was an overall change for the better. But yeah, this is what it used to look like. Yeah, there's portals up there to warp around to the capital cities. And I think the Mists. And I actually don't remember what else, to be honest with you. I didn't spend much time here. Because remember, I quit before I finished Vanilla, so I didn't really have enough time to spend here. before, you know, Path of Fire, by which point this was long gone. This all went away in Season 1. Ah, poor Trahearn. The fate of all Trahernias, excuse me. Cave? Oh, hey, yeah, this scene.
Welcome, fellow members of Destiny's Edge. We must speak of the threat of the Elder Dragons.
When I agreed to come, I didn't know you'd be inviting this char.
Jesus Christ.
I could say the same for you, human. Finally crawling back for forgiveness, Logan.
I've done nothing that needs to be forgiven.
Logan, Ritlock, enough of your squabbling. Kaith, I doubt that we can unite again. Not after our last mistake.
The Norn's right. When heirs to Galkin makes mistakes, people die.
Is that what you think, Soja? That what happened was my fault?
Please, all of you, our time has come. We must help the Orders. We've fought the Elder Dragons before.
And lost. Because someone couldn't keep up with us.
You have something to say it to my face.
I would if you weren't always running away. I should gut you and be done with it.
Gut me? With what? That human-made sword you looted from Ascalon? I've had enough. We're done here.
Running away again.
Ritlock, you're just making it worse.
Ha! Look who's talking! Logan's right, for once. I have more important things to do. I'm done with this.
And I refuse to waste my efforts on cowards and fools. Goodbye, Kaith.
It's sad to see Logan and Ritlock argue. If only there was something to bond them together. Yes, I know what might help. Kaith, I have to leave as well. I fear this meeting was a mistake, but maybe I can fix it.
We failed, then. Failed to bring Destiny's Edge back together. We cannot help the others. How can we help Tyria?
Yeah, as a friendly reminder, every single one of the racial stories showed that every single one of these people independently wanted this meeting to reunite. Just keep that in mind. Now, I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with Giga right now, but I think there's something wrong with Giga right now. Blah, 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 blah. Quest complete. Oh, hey. The key. Put that up there. Yep, we're actually finally going to play as Tengu. I've been waiting a long time for this. What? There. Yeah, that's great. Sure, whatever. Have fire. Here. Just gonna pick something randomly. Okay, we're good. That's true. Everyone loves drama. The specific terminology for it is fake drama. But I like to call it drama to really show my disdain for it. Oh, you're not playing it. Okay. Have scriptures instead. Yes, that's my foot. Anyways, negative for that cutscene, because that cutscene is dumb on every level. Hello, traveler. You don't know me, but I've been given to understand you have an interest in apples. You could say I'm an apple gourmet. I find that eating fresh fruits does a lot for the hearing. Why, an apple a day and you hear whispers a mile away, in case we were being too subtle about it for you. In any case, if you're looking to order a bushel of apples, here's my address for the favorite fruit seller in Lion's Orch. He'll help you with everything you need. P.S. Destroy this letter. I don't know, eat it or something. Get creative! Oh God, Darker.
apples for sale. Come get a nice quiet apple. They're so quiet you can see they're whispering.
Oh my god, stop being so obvious.
Right now, a juicy red apple. Hey there. Can I interest you in an apple?
I'm looking for my contact, a member of the
Ah, shh. Apples for sale. Nothing but apples to see here, folks.
Wait, this is Tybalt?
Part of secret society wasn't explained to you. Keep your voice down, initiate, and pretend you're buying an apple.
Sorry. Give me that apple. The one over there.
Oh my god.
My name's Tybalt, Lightbringer of the Order of You-Know-What. It's my job to train you to serve the Order. I'm supposed to figure out if you're trustworthy, and if you are, well, then you get to know more. A lot of people would love to know the secrets our Order collects about the dragons, sometimes for very bad reasons.
That makes sense. Put me up to any test, Tybalt. I'll prove myself.
First things first. We've got a mission assignment. Are you up for it, Initiate?
Aren't you going to tell me what it is?
Ah, not in Lion's Arch. There are ears everywhere. Meet me in Applenook Hamlet, and I'll brief you there.
Yeah, question. Why is it Applenook Hamlet? Oh no, there's someone with this weird demon on her back right behind me. What do I do?
Before you follow Tybalt, speak with me, Initiate. My name is Real, and I am the Order's primary spy in Lion's Arch. The Preceptor sent me to welcome you before you begin your first mission. You have a right to know the dangers you will face.
I'm ready to face this danger. No matter what she does with her strange furry tail thing, I will be ready. Oh crap, she's already dead. I was innocent? I did nothing. It was the frog! It was the Hylic! It was the Hylic!
Welcome, Initiate. Yes, we know who you are. We've been watching you. You join us even as the fate of nations hangs in the balance. Only the Order of Whispers stands between civilization and ruin.
What about the other two orders, which stand between civilization and ruin?
Dragons are rising. They will devour the world.
They're made of solid steel, Giga.
Turn Tyria into a burnt-out husk, a broken shell. You may have chosen to join the Order of Whispers, but our trust is earned, not given. Now is the time to show your worth.
This poor Skrit.
It doesn't matter where the dragons came from, or why they awakened. The secrets we discover will help us send them back to hell. Welcome to the Order of Whispers.
Yes, oh my god, look at that. They're being held up by a thing that's attached to her skin. Look at that. I'm sorry to talk about her boobs, but there's nothing holding that up there. It's just, like, it's someone took some staples and stapled that to her chest. Okay, moving on. Anyways, yes, this was, yeah, it's so, there you go, just wax seal it out of the chest. This was back when they were trying really hard to emulate World of Warcraft. I know that what you're going to say, but they kept saying they didn't want to, compete with WoW, and that is what they said constantly. But I'm sorry. For years, I have suspected that the three orders were supposed to be factional conflict. Now, they abandoned that almost immediately, because it was a terrible idea, as it was a terrible idea in WoW and every other game that's ever done that. But I think I just went to the wrong place. Nope, I'm right. Yay! Correctitude. But yeah, no, that's why the orders are weirdly, like, anti each other. Unless you're a Char, apparently.
Greetings.
Apples. Get your apples here.
Hey, Initiate. I wish we could have talked at that tavern in Lion's Arch. Free drinks, Plenty of pretty ladies will talk to a broken-down engineer.
Maybe next time. I'll even buy you a round of something you'll enjoy. Apple cider, right?
Ha! Good one. Anyway, here's the situation. This is Kryta. Most of Crichton politics center around a tug-of-war between the Ministry and the Queen. Minister Codicus wants to steal the throne from Queen Jenna. Codicus doesn't see the dragons as a threat. He just wants Kryta for his own.
What?
That means
A politician who doesn't actually see the threat?
Queen Jenna's making a treaty with the Char. She supports Lion's Arch. The Order likes having her in power. Here's where it gets interesting. Minister Codicus's daughter, to me, contacted the Order of Whispers. Apparently there's trouble at home. Demi Beetlestone is offering detailed information about her father's shady deals in exchange for asylum among the Order. Trouble is, the Order lost contact with Demi between Divinity's Reach and Applenook Hamlet. Our job is to track her down.
makes sense to me. Let's snoop around and see what we can find.
Sorry, I was just double-checking something, because I remember that peace treaty he just mentioned. And sure enough, the Vigil quests, the only ones I've seen, has to do with you actually going and basically playing guard duty to prevent those peace treaties from between the humans and the Char from being disrupted. It turns out the Priory goes looking for a sword that's made out of dragon blood. And here we're dealing with politics. Ugh. Where's all these ministry guards? Shouldn't they be in Crichton? Commander showed up demanding the whole inn for his troops. Hope they're planning to pay for it.
They're staying at the inn? That might bear some investigation.
Honestly, the Priory sounds like the most boring faction. Not because they're, the mage faction or the scholar faction is boring, but because they do really boring stuff with it. That's been true in the racial stories, too. A pretty girl out of Kryta was supposed to meet me here. Have you seen her? What's she look like? Country clothes, rustic stuff. What I actually meant to say was probably wearing fine clothes. Thank you. It's good to know she at least got this far.
Raven's feathers. Those ministry soldiers are a nest of jerks.
That commander of theirs said the inn was barely good enough for it. Then he took the whole top floor for himself.
If that's his attitude, then hide the beer. It's barely good enough for me.
I mean, it's probably small water? Small beer? Oh god, I can't remember what it's called. Also, notice that even here, the Lion's Guard doesn't care about species, which is something that we actually see a little bit elsewhere, too. And have seen elsewhere, before this. Multiracial stuff will get more and more and more and more common as we go through the story, for obvious reasons. Bread! Ooh, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Young woman. Have you seen her? She might have bought fruit, cheeses, things like that. Do you know where she's gone? Sorry, she hardly spoke. She seemed skittish. Left town before those ministry lads came by. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. You can already see how this is lining up. Salutations, friend. Yeah, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Can you see if she's left a message for me? Oh. Anything unusual in the mail at all? Unusual? Well, there's a certified message for the Ministry Guard Commander, but I can't discuss that. The Ministry has its own messengers, don't they? Usually, yes. Seems odd, doesn't it? I guess someone didn't want to log use of a messenger. Oh, thank you.
You have a way with people. Not bad. Squeeze them a little and these villagers leak information. So, to me,
Like oozes.
but then disappeared. The Ministry Guard appeared right after she vanished.
It makes sense that her father, a powerful minister, sent the guard to bring her back. But they're still here, which means they haven't found Demi yet.
We also know the Ministry Guard commander was angry about a message from an unknown source.
The guard has answers we don't have. It's time to know what they know.
They're all at the tavern. If we can get them drinking and talking, they'll spill the apples. Let's go.
Can you spill out? Okay, never mind.
Demi disappeared before the Ministry showed up. We need to know more.
You know what? I'm going to pretend those don't exist, Giga, if that's okay with you. For three reasons, excuse me. One, I didn't know those existed until you told me about them. Two, the game does nothing to indicate that they're there. And three, you probably haven't noticed, but I've actually been checking a few NPCs as we go for those external dialogues, and I haven't found them. Which means the only way to actually find them is to go talk to every single goddamn NPC at every single point in time to see if I can find the optional NPC dialogue. Like this one. This is actually one of the optional dialogues right here. Who are you? What are you doing here? Suppose I'm watching the packs and animals, but you're in the way. But what are you watching for? No idea. Easiest job I ever had, and that's the truth. So yeah, little optional dialogue. Nothing indicates it's there at all. They fix that later. They add an indicator later. Oh yeah, reason 4, I'm not going to do that. It'll mean we're in vanilla for longer. And I know you want us to be in vanilla forever, Giga. What's all this then? Same problem in need of the world-famous Crichton Minister Guard? You guys aren't with the Lions Guard? Nope, we do real work. We serve ministers like... Oh, I can't talk about him. We serve Kryta. For Kryta! So, to be very clear, you think the Lions Guard, who is the actual military dealing with day-to-day problems for real people, don't do real work because you are glorified rent-a-cops being bought out by a minister. Do I have that right? Poik off. What an annoying sod. Yeah, you heard me, annoying sod. Are you a Lion Guard? Yeah, sure am. You're Minister Guard, right? Well, not very long, but yes, I am. Uh-huh. What brings you out here? A rescue mission. Very noble. They had to ransom a beautiful girl from a bunch of... Oops, I'm not supposed to say. We're both guards here. You can trust me. I'd like to. I won't get in trouble. Don't worry about it. Let me know if I can help out. Oh, God, Darkrai. That is a wonderful example of that nonsense. Hello, PB Good Fate. You're with the Ministry Guard, right? You seem like a proud, dedicated lot. So we are. We'll face down anything. Those pirates don't scare me. Pirates? What pirates? Pirates? I didn't... Never mind. Get out of here.
Attention! Stand up straight, Private. You. Upstairs. Double time. I mean now.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Hey, there's an apple pie and some apples.
Bozo, listen in. We might learn something.
And a dragon for some reason. And a demon-infused... What race are you right now? You're Sylvari, right? A demon-infused Sylvari. Who may or may not be a parrot. Let's see. Is this a parrot? I don't know. She's kind of parroty. Oh my god. Please use a different weapon skin. That is so gross. I'm just going to push that off my screen now.
What in the name of Balthazar's horned helmet is wrong with you, guardsmen? You're yammering away like a skrit caught red-handed.
We were just talking. No harm done. I never mentioned the commander's letter, or the pirates.
Straighten up and call me sir, or you'll find yourself transferred to the Blackhold Mines.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Please don't tell the commander, sir.
You're lucky the commander's retired to his room, soldier. You'd better do the same before I change my mind on that transfer.
Jackpot. These guys are no match for professionals. They fall all over themselves. Sounds like the commander has a letter in his room that we need to see. I'll make a distraction. You sneak in while he's busy. I saw some Dolyaks out front. Stampedes are always fun.
Not what I would call a stampede, but, you know. No. I want to preview it. Preview? Is it not going to let me? Well, I was going to say you could try one of these, Giga, but it won't let me preview, so I don't know what they look like. Yeah, well. Boo.
Be ready. This could get messy.
Yeah, it's a stampede.
What? Balthazar's breeches? Hey, the bulls are panicking!
What in the name of the six gods is going on around here?
Something spooked the pack animals, sir. They ran off.
Then run them down and bring them back, you idiot. Till our supplies arrive, we'll commandeer what we need from the village. Sergeant, requisition all necessary items from the locals. By force, if necessary.
Yes, sir.
Where's the greatsword? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is what that greatsword looks like. What do you think, Giga? It's on brand. As opposed to being on brand. Please don't get any of the Bram stuff. That for some reason exists. Let's see, a suspicious letter. It's a ransom note from the Jackclaw pirates. They've captured Demi Beetlestone.
Ah, here's the letter. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
You're gonna love him, Mr. Red.
Whoa, what was that? I don't think they're friendly. Defend yourself. Here we go. Greetings, Commander, blah, blah. Demi Beetlestone in our custody. Ransom. Ransom? Ah, slag iron. And who sent... Ah, here. Cordially yours, Captain Jane of the Jackdaws. Demi's been kidnapped by pirates. Cool. I mean, interesting.
That explains why Demi didn't make her meeting with the Order. Does the note say where she's been taken?
Of course not. But the Jackdaws dock on the far shore of the lake to the north. We should check there. If we disguise ourselves, I bet we can slip right in. If they notice, we'll pass ourselves off as a couple of new hands. I'll scrounge up some Jackdaw clothes and meet you there.
Hang on, that sounds dangerous. Don't we need to check in with someone before we go further? Does the Order know you're doing this?
We operate independently enough for this. The Master of Whispers relies on my discretion. If he trusts me, Initiate, so should you.
Honestly, Tybalt is the closest thing to a positive to character I've seen so far. I'm not trying to be mean, I mean that. It helps that the actor has some honest-to-God acting in his lines. Which is weirdly rare at this point in the game. Like, to use a specific example, listen to the line he just said. Alright, here we go, this, blah, blah, blah. Alright, sincerely, aha, here we go. Like, there was just a smoothness and a naturalness to how he said that. Almost every other actor so far would say that line like, alright, let's see, here's the line, blah, 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 this thing. And it wouldn't hit the same, right? It wouldn't sound natural. I would say the dragons are more of a problem than the Lich King. Yeah, pirates? Cool! I mean, interesting. Yeah, like, just the way he naturally adds a little bit of, intonation to how he talks. Helps a lot. Yeah, the Lich King never reached the point of the Elder Dragons. He came within a few seconds of getting there. Not actually a joke. Thank you, by the way, Giga. I appreciate you. It's not actually a joke. He came very, very close to being at the level of, yeah, no, this is game. But he didn't quite get there. Yes, Giga now has an aquarium in her sword. It is very pirate. As you can see, we too are a pirate. Silvari are infamous for their piratical inclinations. God, I don't know. That pirate outfit's excellent. I'm gonna go over the plan again. You're gonna love this. Or keelhaul me. Perhaps both. How'd you get these get-ups? Order Whispers is ready to handle anything, even pirates. Alright, what's the plan again? I got distracted by the fancy clothes. Pirates are vicious, but not smart. While you distract them, I'll search the camp for signs of the daughter. Hang on, I'm the distraction. Why not you? This is all on you, friend. Don't worry. It'll be great. Just trust me. Play along. You worry me, Tibble. Honestly, usually when fiction has the villain trip at the finish line, it's bad writing. Because it's really, really common. And irritating. It's pretty rare that I actually like it when that happens. I can't wait to kill all these people.
Yar, me hearty.
Oh my god.
I'll wager my buddy here can drink you foul-smelling lot out of the table. Now, who's got the guts to challenge us?
A drinking competition? What are you doing?
Shh, just go with it. Trust me.
Who are you scoundrels? And what's your wager?
I'm two Tibbs a Whisker, and this is, blood-covered, backstabbing Blackjack the Blade. Yeah. And our wager is 2 fistfuls of gold. Are you in?
Aye, I'm in. Jackdaws, belly up to the bar. Fill your mugs and lay your money down.
Okay, let's do it. The rules still Simon these waters. Rules are you drink, your opponent drinks. Water will even your keel, but if you drink any, your opponent gets some too. Cheating's allowed, so long as you're not caught. The crowd will murder you. Remember, belching's your best weapon against a tough foe.
Listen up, you sea dogs. Come witness a bout to be remembered. The bold newcomer versus your favorite chief date, one drink Drake.
I hate you guys.
A titanic match of fortitude and resilience. Let the drinking begin.
I'll drink you under the table, lubber.
Okay, so we're going to do a fake out drink first. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, what kind of buttons do you have for this?
Here we go again.
Oh my god, so she gets... So I didn't know we had these in vanilla. So she gets cheer, boo, and throw refreshment. So drinking does health damage, right?
No fair.
Yeah.
I can't drink 2 drinks. I only have 4 hands.
Fake out doesn't actually reduce health once, and it's got a cooldown, of course.
Room spinning.
I was wondering when exactly... Whoop, 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 stop attacking. When exactly I'd be giving those positives. I didn't realize they had that feature in vanilla. That's awesome.
Hey, one drink is
Let me scooch those positives up to vanilla here.
our second contender, small but fierce. Watch out.
I mean, it is Colgrim. It always has been. This game is extremely co-op friendly. And that's why Mr. Red doesn't enjoy it.
Brains, brawn, and brigandry. Oh, drink until you're pretty. You know.
Save me! Giga, save me! We're gonna show off for the crowd. There we go. And then pop another drink.
Slow down.
Don't betray me, Giga. Don't betray me, Giga. No. No. No! Why would you do that, Colgrim?
Most
Okay, so he caught me cheating, so I can't cheat anymore.
fortuitous. Yeah, that. Woo!
Oh wow, you boost the enemy too? That's funny.
That floor looks...
Oh god, I do, Colgrim. I know exactly which one you mean.
Has toppled. Our contest isn't over. Welcome that hollow-legged hellion, Rana Guzzlemaw.
No time for talking. Let's drink!
This is for the win. No excuses and no prisoners. Drink up.
Let me see if I can scooch back a little bit before it pulls me in. Oh, I can just move in general. I can just be over here. Oh, wait, hang on. No, I can't. Looks like this is as far away as I can go. Here we go. How's this? How's this? Let me cheat first. Hey, Melkor Blade. Oh, okay. So I cheated and got caught, so we're going to stop cheating.
Not bad. I'm in it for the long haul, though.
Ooh, I'm getting hurt. Move bows here really quick.
Yeah.
So I can cheat. I need to cheat again in a minute. Really? Ah, whatever.
Prepare to suffer.
Yeah.
Just scooch over here and belch at her face.
What kind of filthy shenanigan liver do you have?
I don't have a liver. That's my secret. Gonna pop a quick cheat. Oh no.
Yeah.
You must be their Spencer. Oh, wise one, teach me. Teach me your ways.
Unbelievable! The newcomer Blackjack is the last drinker standing. We got ourselves a new potentate of potables.
Surprise, surprise, eh, Gabriel? I mean, yar! Flotsam and jetsam. Now, how about that wager?
Fine, fine. I'll go fetch your gold, you thieving sea whisker.
Yep, I definitely didn't have help on that.
Okay, listen up. While you were guzzling away, I found Demi. She's under heavy guard on the other side of the water.
So there was a plan after all. Beyond getting me sloshed, I mean.
Of course there was. What did I tell you? You just have to trust me.
Yep, my character is wasted. Again. Yeah, could you hurry up, buddy? Please? Please? Could you? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Hello, cat. Here, I'll give you scritches. Okay, I give you more scritches. What do you want, like eternal scritches? Is that the goal here? Hello. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes. Yes, I know you want in my lap. And yes, I know I've made it harder to get in my lap. And yes, you made it up here anyways. Ugh. Yeah, by the way, this is reframing some later stuff in Season 3 a lot differently. That's all I'm saying.
Yarr, yarr, blimey, matey. How's about you let us fellow pirates through? Avast, bosun, brow cap, sailor.
Who did you say you were again, fella?
I'm Two Jibs a Whisker, and this is blood-covered backstabbing Blackjack the Lay. Yarr. Raise the crow's foot and rope down the jibber.
You're kidding. Mates, we got trespassers.
Shank 'em.
Fast and brute.
I mean, if you really think that fighting me is the correct move here, then you get what's coming to you. Hello, cat. Ah! Yes, that's my headphones that you're stuck on.
Another time.
Now he's kneading my leg.
Aren't you a little sober to be a pirate?
Look, we're with the Order of Whispers. We've been sent to get you out of here.
We're here to abscond with you, and with the beer. The beer's already vanished into thin air, so now it's your turn.
Thank the goddess, Lissa. I was starting to think the Order had forgotten me. Do you have a plan to get out of this place alive?
Sort of. The idea starts with run for it, and generally goes downhill from there. Come on!
Nope. That's the limit. You're not allowed. Let go. Let go. Let go. You're not allowed on the desk.
Me to the Lion's Arch safe house. Meet us there.
Whoa. Oh. Oh, who knows, Ross? Either time travel shenanigans or it's a prequel. One of the two. Take your pick. Yeah, I can't believe anyone saw through our amazing cover. Listen, if there's one thing Donkey Kong needs, it's time travel. This is a joke, by the way. Mario has time travel, but only in the RPGs, and actually in a pretty limited format. Sure, Giga. What, being a multiverse? Alright, Giga, I'll allow you to choose what we do if you murder Blade Travalt right now. Preferably in some, like, piratey, or not piratey, parody kind of a way.
My personality matrix was based on the engrams of Subdirector Null, a flawed genius. More flawed than genius, actually.
What is Ogden doing here?
Experience caused my cerebral systems to develop stochastically into new and unusual configurations. As such, I have acquired a series of eclectic skills. Would you like to hear the Ballad of the Hobo Bindle?
No, thank you. But I know some scholars who would love to interview.
I will make myself
Wait, is that who I think it is?
as an official representative of Lion's Arch permitting.
Oh my god, it's Betatron. Okay, so... Oh god. Betatron, who's also known as Herotron, who's also known as Jobotron, Hobotron, Hohotron, and Helotron, has been a recurring character since I don't actually remember. It's been a long time. Looks like season 1, excuse me, was the first time he showed up. Yeah, during Winter's Day you'll see him as well. It looks like the last time he poked his head in was during season 4. Anyways.
This isn't a good time.
You want to buy some apples? You know, for a Chara, Tibble seems to have a thing for fruit. Anyways, go on in. Thanks. Come on, game.
Get in, get out. That's what they said. They lied.
Tybalt, thank the Lady of the Mirror. I thought something terrible had happened. Your first field mission, and you go out of contact.
Hang on. First mission? I thought I was the newcomer.
Well, yeah, I might have overstated that. I've been in the Order for years, but this is my first time in the field.
Initiate. My name is Lady Wee. I'm the Order's agent within the Crichton Ministry. This rough-looking gentleman is Ben Tenstrikes, my protector.
I was supposed to get Demi safely out of Divinity's reach, but I got sacked by Ministry guards.
You're lucky to be alive, Ben. Codicus wields great power in Kryta, and he's none too pleased about his daughter's desertion.
How did Landon find me? There's no way the Ministry Guard could have tracked me this far from Divinity's reach.
Your father probably purchased a tracking enchantment. Do you have anything you never remove? Something he knew you'd keep with you?
My mother's necklace. He's using it to follow me? My father is a cold-hearted snake.
This safe house will block such divining, but when you leave here, you will be found. Lion's Arch is no longer safe for you. Tybalt, Initiate, you must take Demi to the Chantry of Secrets right away. She'll be safe there.
Your father's treachery could be useful to us, Demi. If Commander Landon is following the enchantment, we can use it to lead him awry.
Clever. Now let's work out the details so we can get Demi out of here safe and sound.
Take your time, Initiate. Confer with Tybalt and notify me when you decide.
Poor Demi. Her father has done some terrible things.
Agreed. But at the risk of being callous, that's precisely why her information is so valuable.
I feel terrible. I should have been there to protect Demi.
That's laudable, Tenstrikes. But Codicus is dangerous. I am not surprised he got the better of you.
That scum's already hurt a lot of people. Why can't he just call it quits?
He wants the Crichton throne. That's why we must get Demi to safety and find out what she knows.
Thanks for saving me from those pirates. They were horrible brutes. I guess I've been a little sheltered. We've arranged for a safe house. We'll take you there right away. I had no idea what to expect from the Order, but I'm glad I contacted them. You've been a godsend. Hey, do you mind if I ask you something else? I'm sorry about your mother's necklace. Yeah, my mother went the world to me. I can't believe you take advantage of that. So, what is it you're trying to tell the Order? I mean, whatever it is has to be important. No offense, I'm not talking till I'm safe. As long as you know something you don't, I'm safer. I understand, but it's sad that you have to think that way. Yeah, my father raised me. Even if I dislike him, I still learn from the best political mind in Kryta. So why are you informing on your father? Why are you betraying Kryta? I'm not paying for Kryta. He is. You wouldn't understand. Just get me to safety. I'll tell you the Order everything. Those pirates are interesting, but tricky those Ministry guards sound like it'd be fun too. So what's the plan? Well, either Lady we puts a spell on the necklace, we try to sneak him out, or Ben Tenstrikes watch over the real Demi while we escort a fake. So you want me to do decoy? Okay. Okay, don't know where we'll get the decoy, but I'm sure we can think of something.
We've decided to leave a false trail and trick the Ministry Guard into an ambush. Once they're out of the way, it'll be easier to get Demi to safety. Tybalt and I will lay an ambush while Ben gets Demi out of the city. After we've handled Landon, we'll meet up with you again.
If you're determined to do this, at least let me make the ruse a good one. With a little magical assistance, Tybalt will make an excellent Demi Beetlestone.
Wait. Making a char like me look like her? I hope you have some mighty strong magic up your sleeve.
Don't worry. You'll make a beautiful decoy, Tybalt.
You're putting your life in danger for my safety. I won't forget this. Thank you. Thank you all.
Hey, we leveled. Woo. Come back at level 60. I'm kidding. Right? I am kidding. I am kidding. Whew. The story has inched better, yes. We have finally left the racial stories. And we've gotten to the point where some of the story has been passable. Like, singular positive worthy story. Which I suppose sounds harsh. And that's because I mean it. Oh yeah, where is this? Honestly, I remember enjoying the Vigil stuff. Which is what I did back in the day. I really didn't know how to guide me over here.
Time for me to get pretty. Let's see if Lady Wee's magic is as good as she said.
Perfect. You look lovely, Tybalt.
Well, me, I'm a human girl. Whoa, I've got 2 hands and some lovely apples.
Keep your mind on the job, Tybalt. Go roam the city, and we'll see if the Ministry guards take the bait.
Wait, right. The order booked passage in Demi's name on a ship called the Harpy's Smile. We'll head there and see what happens.
Are you okay? Ministry guards aren't like those drunken pirates. If they can't capture Demi, they'll kill her to stop her from talking. And that means...
They'll kill me. Yeah, I know. But I didn't join the Order of Whisperers to sit behind a desk. I joined it to fight dragons. If we're going to do that, we'll need Kryta and Queen Jenna. Isn't that funny? Me, a Char, risking my life for the security of the human throne.
The world's a funny place, Lightbringer. As long as we keep laughing, I guess we're not dead.
The Order gave me a mission, and I'm not turning back now. I can do this. Trust me. How do humans walk without tails? Right. Here goes.
How do you walk without tails?
Look at me. I'm the Beetlestone.
This is interesting.
So far, so good.
That's Lady Beetlestone. Get her, now!
Oh my god! Right. Elementalist. You realize I can kill you from over here, right? Just want to be clear about that. This...
Head through the Agora. We've got a ways to go yet.
This frickin' music.
That's casual. Get the traitor! They're gonna get jumped, but still casual.
Yeah, it's up to you, Giga. Ooh, that's tough, Ross. I'm gonna go with lemon, though. Today.
You betrayed your father, and you betrayed Christ. No mercy.
Another time.
I don't mind it being sped up. Thank you, Giga.
We're making good time. Head through the Western Ward.
God, it's weird seeing so much of vanilla Lion's Arch.
If she won't surrender, silence her permanently.
Do you ever think when you woke up today that today was the day you were going to die? Asking for a friend.
Long, narrow path between rocks.
Not you, Giga. The guard. That I just killed.
Look what we have here. Daddy's little traitor, that is. Get her!
You know, that's actually a good point. If they have a brain, it probably occurred to them at some point. Oh my god, today might be the day I die.
Docks should be close now.
Give up, Lady Beetlestone. Your father's invested a great deal of money in your return.
Really? I've invested a great deal of money in your corpse. Seriously, do you know how much this spear cost me? Well, not this spear. This spear cost me nothing.
We do the best we can.
Guards?
We must all fight.
Okay.
She's headed for the docks.
Ah! you were cool 5 seconds ago! Also, I love that. His dying quote was, "What did I ever do to you?" You tried to kill me! Oh my god, are you wielding the candy cane? You are. You know, that's fair.
Be on the lookout for a Captain Connery.
Okay, done. Would you come here, please, Tybalt? I know it's hard to walk without a tail, but scooch, scooch. Yeah, Sticker Star is going to be top 5 territory. Easy.
Hello there, lovely. Are you here to board my barge?
Oh, brother. I bought up Ministry guards for this?
Come aboard, miss. Right this way. It's a pleasure to have such a pretty young thing gracing the Harpy's smile.
What a bold sailor you are. I'm all a swoon. You really should be shot for making a girl blush so badly. I mean it, buddy. Shot. Oh, well, toodle-doo, everyone. I'll meet you at Stormlove Isle if I don't die of embarrassment first.
Don't worry, buddy. You did great. We're almost in the clear.
And yes, I mean bottom 5. Top 5 of worst. Terminology. Yeah, here you go, hey, Tybalt. Here's an apple. Just one? Yes, that's all you get. No, it won't beat Starfield. Starfield is kind of a juggernaut, and frankly, so is Secret of the Stars. Devil May Cry 2 is in the number 5 slot? Ooh, that's actually tough. It might not beat DMC 2. We'll see. We'll see. That's actually fastest to just run from here. So, this way. I hope so too, Blade Taval. Spoilers. I've never beaten Sticker Star because it was so bad I put it down. You can take that whatever direction you want to. Oh, DMC2 is number 3? Which one's number 5 then? That tracks, because I don't think Sticker Star is worse than DMC2, but we'll see. You know what I should do? Actually, I just had a random thought. Hang on. We paused this stream to play anything other than Guild Wars 2 Vanilla. What kind of stuff, Dr. Winter? Really, PB Good Fate? Wow. I saw that, Spartan. There. Do me a weird favor. Anybody who cares. Type top or bottom. Exclamation mark top or exclamation mark bottom into chat. Good morning, Bregman. So, can Sticker Star beat Mega Man X7? Honestly, I'm not sure. Because that's the range, right? Like, Sticker Star will easily be top 10 bottom. But will Sticker Star beat the top 5? Like, will it break the top 5 territory? That's... I'm not sure. I think that's actually going to be pretty close. We'll see.
Landon's still following us. Are you sure you want to do this to me?
Absolutely. Never been more sure of anything in my life.
Ah!
Commander Landon won't give up, will he? He'll keep searching for me until I'm dead. The Order of Whispers can protect me, but only if they lock me up like a prisoner. I'm tired of being someone else's pawn. I can't live like that. It's time to stop running.
The Order is willing to relocate you to me. We can give you a new life.
Do you really think there's anywhere in Tyria that my father can't reach? He even lies in the Black Citadel.
Has to be again in a few seasons.
What good would a new life be while the dragons destroy Tyria? I can't just sit idle while the world burns.
So, what are you going to do, Demi?
I know I could go into the Chantry and vanish anyway. Or the Order could bring 100 agents out here to kill Landon and his men. Neither of those things will set me free. I have to stand up to Landon myself. I have to show my father that he can't manipulate me.
I think you're right, Demi. It's time for you to make a stand. Tybalt and I will help you.
This is probably not appropriate music for where we're actually going with this scene, but sure. Thanks for being so understanding. I know our partnership is new, but this has been really great. I agree. We work well, Tybalt. I mean, if you wanted to. Oh, never mind. To work with you again? I'd love to. Really? That's great. Wow, that's great of you. Anything you need to know? Yeah, what's with all the apple barrels? They look real, right? Scrumptious? Good, good. We can't kill Codicus. He's a minister. You don't kill people in power. Wait. Guys, I just had a great idea. It's called a guillotine. I've made my choice. I'm going to join the Order of Whispers. I can't sit idle anymore. I don't know what having a father would be like, but I empathize. My father taught me more than he knew. I'm going to turn all those lessons to benefit the Order. You think there's a way we can defeat him? Save Queen Jenna and Kryta? I hope so. The Queen's a good woman, and we humans are a strong folk. Just have to take it one challenge at a time. You ready to confront him? I am. I'll start with him, and when I'm done, Kryta will be free of my father's influence. You'll see.
Hey, to me. Got a moment? If you're fighting, you'll need a weapon. Take my rifle. Ever fire one?
Ben tried to show me once, and I nearly shot his ear off.
You're gonna be just fine, kiddo.
Here
they come. Commander Landon and his bully boys.
I'm ready.
Don't be frightened. When you stand with the Order of Whispers,
There's nowhere left
never
to run,
stand alone.
Beetlestone. Surrender or die. Did you think you could hide from me on some remote island? You're under arrest, Lady Beetlestone.
Tell my father I'm not his little girl anymore. I'm free, Landon. Free of him, and free of you.
Lady Beetlestone, if you think a few apple barrels will stop me, you're going to be disappointed.
Landon, you've got two disappointments coming. First, Demi's not going back with you. Second, these are apple barrels.
These spies have had a terrible influence on you, especially the ones like this building.
Tell my father that he failed. He'll never will capture me alive.
Bringer of the Order of
What?
I can't thank you two enough. You saved my life, and you've given me purpose. I'll never be a pawn again. I'm going to join the Order of Whispers and become a real operative. In time, I'll do what you do. Help to save the world.
You'll be a great agent someday to me. For now, the information you can give the Order will save a lot of lives. Head into the cave. There's a light bringer inside waiting for you. Maybe we'll meet again someday.
Tybalt, I think I still owe you an apple cider.
That you do, buddy. But we've got one last thing on our agenda. The Preceptors have asked to see you.
The Preceptors? Who are they?
The 3 Preceptors lead the Order. They work for the Master of Whispers. His identity is kept secret to protect us all. If they want to see you, it must be big. But don't worry. I'll be by your side.
It was always Brigwin. She is the Master of Whispers. Alright, so hang on. So I have to say Resident Evil Block, Gothic 1, and Pokemon Violet at the same time. Resident Gothic Violet. Thank you, Brigwin, as always.
Time to die.
Wait, really? Really? Hang on, let me murder. Oh my god! Oh, these are level 47, no wonder. I accept death. Because it's fast. Oh, I didn't get the waypoint! Wow, it's right there! I hate everything. Especially Giga. Some of these waypoint gatherings are very strange. Because sometimes you just, like, breeze by from, God, I swear, like a quarter mile away. And they give you the thing. And then sometimes you have to get right in their faces.
Tell me what you've seen and show me who you are.
Shocked at how many actually new dyes I've been getting during this run. It's not all of them, but like the fact that I've been getting any at all. Yeah, no kidding, Golgrim. Oh, absolutely, Dr. Winter. 100%.
Welcome to the Chantry of Secrets, Initiate. My name is Halvora. Dorn, Valenz, and I are the Preceptors. We guide the Order of Whispers. Riel is our attaché, and of course you know Lightbringer Tybalt. He speaks very highly of you.
Our operation succeeded, Preceptor. Demi is safe, and soon we'll have enough information on Codicus to keep him under wraps for good.
You've both done exceptionally well. Tybalt, we've decided to keep you on field duty.
Really? You mean it? I'm gonna keep working in the field? I'm gonna keep working in the field! Yeah!
As for you, Initiate, we're promoting you to full agent and permanently assigning you and Tybalt as partners. Congratulations. And with that in mind, it's time for your next assignment. Riel, give the agent a quick briefing.
Some of the lesser races have asked for assistance. I'll show you the dossiers, and you can choose where you'd like to investigate.
So, there's another asterisk. I mentioned it earlier in brief, and I said I'd come back to it. Oh my god, what is with this bat sound? Are you hearing this? Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, they won't shut up. Okay. I mentioned earlier that there's another asterisk with regards to personal story. So here's the thing. When you hit level 50, which is what we're about to do, we're about to grab the level 50 quest, you have to choose a specific quest to do, right? You can help the Grawl, you can help the Hylics, you can help the Ogres, the Quaggins, or the Skrit, right? Wrong. So first of all, 5 branches. I'm not doing this 5 times. I don't love you that much, Giga. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. I do, but I'm still not doing it. This has been a terrible, terrible week, month, year, 40 years. So, second of all, no, you get 5 options. Here's the reason why. It's because they're racially locked. Now, they're not 100% racially locked. So we're Sylvari, right? So we'll get access to the Hylics, the Quaggins, and the Skrit. Make sense? Yeah, each race gets access to 3 of the 5. So it's even more irritating than it sounds in order to actually see all of these quests. Having said that, the Quaggins are amazing, so we're going to do Quaggins. But when we get to level 70, there will be another triple quest choice. And this is just vanilla in a nutshell. I just don't know what else to add to this. This is just vanilla. Every single one of these branches to some extent or another. I got another one of these. And more Xylaffy Taffy or whatever they call it. Anyways, let's go talk to Boob Lady here. So, Skrit, Quaggin, Hylic. Honestly, these 2 are the only choice. Screw the Hylic. I'm still burned from Heart of Thorns. But like I said, I want to show off the Quaggin. And I hope they have some voice acting here, because the Quaggin have the best voice acting. Woo-hoo. I hope to show off at least a little bit of that. Okay. What level are we? 42, and we just accepted a level 50 quest. So that means it's time to pop some more leveling things. That's okay. That's why we have those. There's level 50. That's our last purple thing. After this, we're going to have to pull the other scrolls out. Which I don't have on me? Oh, no, there they are. I was just saying, where the hell are they? They're right there, right there. Let's get rid of these. These are dumb. Yeah, no, of course, Giga. I was actually thinking about that. If you want to join me, that'll honestly be better than you sending me gear. So let's grab our levels. Yay, and then let's grab the booster, and then let's grab the salvage kit. And then let's grab that. And we unlock a dungeon, then we unlock a piece of crap. Then we unlock a cat trying to get into my lab. Here, come on up. Come on up. There you go. You can be in my lab. You cannot be in the desk. That's the rule. It's very well defined. I'll even give you scritches. So I'm leaving my right hand for this. There we go. Okay. Okay. No. I know you're thinking about it. No getting up on the desk. You can sit here. That's it. You can sit here ruining my outfit. That's all you get.
Adventurer, come here. Tell me what you've seen and show me who you are.
Sure, this sounds like an easy thing. Oh my god, she's killing me! She's killing me! She's killing me!
Now that darkness has touched you, you're better prepared to deal with it. Go in peace.
You can go do Twilight Arbor now. Yay. I've intercepted reports... This is from Keith. I've intercepted reports that you're doing well. Your order praises you highly. This is for the best. We must unify. We must all unify our Tyrael, blacken, and die. Air and Ritlock search the catacombs for lost power. Zoja still fights for Snoff's legacy, while Logan falls back to Kryta and to his queen. I don't understand why they cannot move forward, why they're so obsessed with the past. How can we make them focus on the future? If they don't, it will soon escape us forever, and the dragons will succeed. I must follow them. I have to watch and understand. There's too much at risk for us to fail. Also, hopefully, they'll have fun at algebra. Hopefully, they'll learn something at algebra. Why do you want me to go there? Can't I just go here? Like, isn't that a door? Even though Keith is like, oh man, I can't let go of my one true love who is a murder abomination. No, hang on. I swear there's a door over here. Up here maybe? Nope, this is... Well, hang on. Hey, yeah, here we go. Hey, cat. What? Oh, it's over there. Oh. It's over there. Okay. Got it. That's why it was telling me to use the portal. I thought it was in the next zone. I'm apparently a dumbass. Alright, let's see how good the routing is on this thing, shall we? There we go. Yeah, so this is a feature that was arguably a bit better in Guild Wars 1 for reasons I'm not going to go into. But you can be like, hey, go this way. And you can just draw on the mini-map while you're going through it. Yep, we're going to see how good Google's GPS really is here. I'm actually curious. I haven't followed the guide in years at this point. So this is sending me to Holbrook. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Yes and yes, respectively, Dr. Winter. However, it's worth noting this game does have actual healing setups. I actually showed that off a little bit on my... what wants me to go here? Okay. On my Guardian. And yeah, a lot of Korean MMOs not only have this kind of guided GPS thing, some of them have a just go there button. And it will just take control of your character and walk you there. And you can just take your hands off the keyboard, right? Yeah, every class can heal now. The one that I'm most amused by is Warrior. So, a lot of stuff is account bound, but a lot of stuff isn't, too. And Guild Wars 2 is kind of alt hostile, a little bit, because of the limited character options. So you can start with, I want to say, 5 character slots. Some of them you can... They're all additional character slots are purchased with real money. Some of them get baked in, like if you buy X expansion, then you get, you know, another character slot or something like that. But you have to sink real money into it one way or another if you want the full 9, as in one of each class. I guess this way? Yeah, here we go. Grabbing waypoints as I go here, don't mind me. Ah! Running into the wall at the speed of sound. Hi, Eitri. And we made it! Woo! Wah! What the... Anyways. Yeah, shout healer, I believe is how that works out. Anyways. Ah! Just trying to gather my thoughts. The single biggest thing that irritates me about alts in this game, and I've actually already complained about it and given it negatives, is this right here, the hero screen. I really hate hero skills. I know everyone says, oh, they're such a small deal, but I've never agreed with that. I have dealt with hero skills for a long time. Since they came out, actually, as it happens. And I hate them. The problem with hero skills, and I've said this before, is that they are per character, not per account. So simply by hitting 80, you will have enough to max out all of this stuff, right? No biggie. Cool. It's these things that suck right down here. And I should mention that these things down here, these, we've talked about the granularity of mandatory and how mandatory is a gradient. I would consider these mandatory. These are your actual build. Put very, very simply, the elite specializations. Getting access to these changes how you play fundamentally. It literally changes your F1 to F4 bars, and it gives you completely new functionality with your class and new new elites, new utility skills, etc. This is a lot of your build down here. So this is the stuff you need to go do hero points with. Now, hero points in vanilla turbo suck. That's okay, because there's also hero points in Hero of Thorns and Path of Fire and so forth and so on. The biggest problem with hero points really is the alt thing. This is why I'm specifically bringing this up now. Because if you're just playing one class, if you just sit on Necro, which is a good class to pick, and just play Necro, honestly, you'll probably never notice the problem I have with hero points. Because you'll just do hero points as you see them, and you'll probably never really have an issue with running out of them, because you'll just do a few as you hit, like, the new expansion, or you do, like, you enter a new zone and you see one, or maybe you do a train or whatever, you're fine. The problem is, once you've done all that crap on your first character, then you have to go pick up your second character. Like, I like to play different classes in this game. And that's where it becomes irritating, because there's not really a good way to get all those hero points again, other than literally just doing it all again. And that's what hero trains are. If there's no hero train going at a given point in time, sucks to be you. Sometimes those hero trains aren't very good. Sometimes they don't hit all of the hero points. Sometimes you finish an entire Path of Fire train and find out that you still are missing some of the skills you need in order to finish out your stupid spec, which means you had to go back to Heart of Thorns, and so forth and so on. These should be a count. That's the biggest hurdle to alts, in my opinion, right there. Everything else is something that's pretty easy to step over. Yeah, that too. Play all. Yeah, if you just sit in WVW, you'll be fine. But that's another world for a reason. So, Quaggins.
Who, brave adventurers? Quaggin must speak with you.
Plus the story, immediately. Ooh, are you come from Order of Whispers? Varnos Narisho said you'd be coming for Quaggin Village. But we're the ones you called, yes. What's the problem? Quaggin's gatherers keep going missing. They go out to collect food and supplies, but they never come back. Falualu village needs provisions now more than ever. Why? Ooh, Quaggin knows, but Varanos Najiro said not to tell. To bring you to her as soon as you arrived. Follow Quaggin. Quaggin will take you to village. Okay.
Oh, how is that going? Quaggin's not sure. The water is getting colder. It makes incubation tricky. Oh, well, Quaggin is glad you are here to nurture them. Keep Quaggin informed.
So if it's not obvious, the Quaggin's shtick is they talk in ooze. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Quaggin's pleased to see you.
Ooh, ooh.
Thank you, Shashu. Quaggin is Varanos Naraju, leader of this pod. And you are?
We're the ones who came to help. Tell us about the problem in your own words, Varanos. Which I bet will include lots of ooh sounds.
Quaggins need food, or this clutch of eggs won't survive. But anyone who goes to forage in the gathering grounds never comes back. Fool!
We'll investigate for you, starting with the path your gatherers took. That's where we'll pick up their trail.
Cool! Quaggin agrees. If you meet Shashu on the shore, she'll show you to the mountains where the gatherers disappeared.
Actually, yes, I do, Dr. Winter. It's actually relatively easy to make water not terrifying. There's a lot of tricks you can use to do that. In fact, Subnautica does that. It also makes it absolutely horrifying, but that's, like, separate, right? It has to do with, like, how much is visible, how much light there is, how much it looks like it's underwater, stuff like that, right? So, like, this looks kind of bad, but not really. This is fine. But, like, if you look... I actually talked about this when we were reviewing Subnautica. the shallows during the daytime does pretty much everything it's possible to do to make the water less terrifying. I even talked about that. Like there's it's bright, it's got nice colors, you can see clearly in all directions. The ground is right there, relatively close to the surface. Etc., etc., etc. They do pretty much everything they can. Is this down here or is this out? This is out. Okay. In order to make it essentially non-watery. You can also do the thing that some games do where, it doesn't actually look like it's underwater at all. It just looks like it's in the air or something like that, which can tend to help. There's a game that I saw very, very recently, and I'm trying desperately to think of the name of it. It's actually set in outer space, but it's the exact opposite of what I'm talking about. God, this is going to bother me. Hang on. Wow. Empire of Sin literally just got a DLC. Holy crap. I didn't know they were still updating that game. Hang on, I'm looking it up because I can't remember. It's a space like mining freelancery kind of a game. Come on, YouTube, suck slightly less. Here it is. Astromedica. That's it. This one. Now, the thalassophobia warning. I'm going to go and link this. It's not actually underwater. It's in space. But if you watch... well, hang on. Hold this over here. Mute. There we go. So that's the game in question. Do me a favor, if you're not bothered by underwater stuff, watch the first few seconds of this video, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Because the first few seconds of this do a really good job of conveying what you can do to make something horrifying in an underwater sense. Again, I know that it's in space, but just look at it, right? You'll see exactly what I mean. There's ways to add fog, there's ways to increase shadows, there's ways to like reduce lighting, there's ways to have tiny little pops of visibility amongst the depths that make something horrifying, so thus you do the exact opposite of that to try and reduce the overall horror of being underwater. Stuff like that, right? What the? Why did we get kicked? Yeah, it's still an early access game. I'm keeping an eye on it, but I don't know where they're going to go with that.
Ooh, the gathering grounds are just up the mountain. Quaggan apologizes in advance for being so slow on land, but it won't take too long.
We'll get you there. But tell me, why do your gatherers roam so far from the lake?
Bad ice. Quaggan's fled south to escape it, but the bad ice followed. Now, it's making the lake too cold and too sick to support fish or Quaggans.
Bad ice, eh? I'd call it ice dragon corruption. Any chance you could move again? Find someplace truly safe?
Not until Quaggan's eggs hatch. They can't be moved and must be tended carefully, or this generation of Quaggans will be Quaggan's last.
Can't go, can't stay. That's a tough position to be in. We'll deal with your bad ice problem shortly, but for now, let's find these missing gatherers.
Look there, look! Did you see? It moves fast. Follow.
I love the Quaggans. I don't even care. I love the Quaggans. Yeah, you see why, Braywin. I pulled that up to describe thalassophobia.
Ooh, he's a slippery cuss, isn't he? Don't worry. We'll get him.
Bad ice! It blocks the way. Oh, Quaggan must be brave.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Braven.
That's a fierce wind. Better stay close to the walls until it dies down.
I was on the wall, you jackass game. Ah! I can do it. I can make progress inch by inch. No, I can't. I ran into a rock.
Another time. There he goes again. Flipper feet.
He has a tail, obviously. I always feel bad about killing corrupted Quaggan. I always feel bad about corrupted Quaggan in general, actually. We'll see some undead Quaggan later, and it just makes me sad. Yes, Quaggans are friend, not food. This cat is just purring in my lap.
Serious, Shashu. That corrupted Quaggan will make more bad ice and bring more of Jormag's minions down on your village. You have to evacuate.
Ooh! Quaggans can't leave until the eggs hatch. We need to talk to Passkeeper Olddude. He knows many powerful defensive spells.
That's a start. A strong defense is always good, but a strong offense might be better. Can your people fight?
In battle, Quaggans lose control. Quaggans don't like to fight. Except Baruch. He prefers it. It embarrasses the village, so he lives alone. If he came back, he might make a difference.
What do you think, partner? Should we bolster the village's defenses? Or recruit their best and only fighter to stand with us?
No, Spartan. My leg's actually cramping a little bit having to hold this position so he can sit comfortably in my lap. I'm just counting down the seconds until he finally hops back out of my lap. Oh, he hasn't even looked at the scratching post. At this point, I expect that. I look forward to throwing it away completely unused. That's sarcasm. Do you have a preference here, Giga? Like, I'm literally holding my leg with my left arm. You can see I'm kind of sitting at a weird angle. I'm holding my leg with the left arm so I can relax my leg a little bit. I'm still salty about the really nice covered bed I got him so he could feel comfortable and safe that he never sat into. Ever. Nice, the Earth. Congrats. Protect it is. To mend and defend. I need my hand to play the game. Wait, no, where's the actual... Is that it? That appears to be it. Okay. That's like this way. Can I go over? Whoops. Watch, there's going to be a visible wall. What do you want to bet? Nope. Okay, we're good. I mean, he's purring, so I think that's a good thing. I read recently that cats don't actually purr when they're happy. Like, they can purr while they're happy, but, like, that's not a guarantee or something like that. No, I hit it. I hit it. You'll never make it, Mr. Red. I'm gonna catch you. I'm never gonna catch you.
Housekeeper Oldu, Shashu said you have magic that could protect the village. If you're the right Quaggan for the job, we're here to help.
Quaggan is Oldu, but Quaggans need magical stones to fuel the ritual.
You're okay. You're okay.
Stones are far
I was just adjusting my leg. There, see?
Quaggans.
You're okay.
So, you can't cast the ritual after all.
No, Quaggan can. The Jotun have powerful stones that will do, but the Jotun are fool who don't share with Quaggans.
There. Is that better?
Leave the Jotun to us. If they won't help, we'll convince them to lie down long enough for you to do your thing.
Maybe Quaggans will have a chance. Come, Quaggan will show you where to find the stones. The stones are at the top of this mountain, but so are the Jotun.
Keep going, Oldu. We'll make sure you get there in one piece.
Okay, he's getting down. Oh, my leg. Oh, ow. Okay. Where does it want me to go? Ow. I guess I'll just go kill these Jotun. Hello, Jotun. Where'd you end up? Oh, he's getting food. Okay. I've noticed he's been eating more lately, which is comforting. Obviously, I give him wet food twice a day. Very regularly. But he's been eating his dry food more, too. Hey, there's a hero point up here. Sweet! You heard him. Hoarding power wastes power. Now give me all your power. You know, I don't know how old he is. I've been around him since he was a kitten, but I don't remember how long ago that was.
Careful, careful! Jotun hate Quaggans, and they never quit.
Oh, they'll quit once I kill them. And by me, I mean Giga.
Another time.
God, I want to say 4 or 5 years, Ross. That's just off the top of my head. I'm not sure. It's really nice wet food, too, Kennex Cow.
Ritual, too. Quaggan will make it.
Quaggans are safe now. Boo on Jotun. Is Passkeeper Oldu ready?
Ready to begin. These stones have power, but it will take time to channel it. Quaggan just needs a few more. Wait, what's that? Oh!
Stay close to the Passkeeper, Shashu. We'll protect you both when he completes the spell.
He sounds like he's doing fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
This must be his day.
Yeah, sorry, I spent my entire morning setting up a thing for the stupid cat. And cleaning. After the cat. Admittedly, the cleaning's more for me than the cat, so I can't really blame the cat for that.
Are you alright? Did the ritual work?
I'll save him.
Quaggan has what Quaggan needs to grasp the
He sounds fine now, considering how he sounded earlier. Jesus. That was a little wild.
Quaggan is full of the magical stone's power. Oh, now...
Glad to hear it. And with two of the best field agents around backing you up, we're as ready as we can be.
Quaggan will accompany Passkeeper Oldu back to Falu Alu and help him prepare the ritual.
Outstanding. We'll meet you there. Sticking by each other no matter what. Oh, I wish. I mean, my old warband. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about your backstory, Tybalt. Get out of my party. Ugh. Could you believe this guy? Trying to exposit to me? Nerve. So we were very torn on, End Prague. But ultimately, it just did so many things right. Most especially the lead up to the crash. It was a really solid episode that didn't really stumble, that didn't really have any issues, that didn't have any of the usual negatives that Reboot has. And then it had some really good stuff, really good character moments. There was something called the, it's the second step from despair. What the hell? Okay, well, I'm gonna go over here. The first step of despair, the final step of despair, more accurately, is silence. I've actually talked about that before. But the second to last step of despair is surrender. It's when you don't care. You're just like, all right, world's ending, and you just do whatever, right? And there's these wonderful shots they show of people who are just drinking and laughing and eating and calling, and they all know they're about to die. It's a really good scene.
We're on, Agent. The eggs are about to hatch, and attendants are standing by to guide the baby Quaggans to safety. We'll keep the ice brood at bay while they escape. Veranos Naraju left us her best fighters to help hold the line. She's also making a hole in the ice for the evacuees to swim through. Come on, let's check on her progress.
Oh, nice. That does look cool, Giga. No, yeah, there were several moments like that, Mr. Red. And yeah, it was pretty solid. But the final oomph, the final thing that pushed it above a high yellow for me was the text prompt. That was kind of perfect, that moment right there. No music, no dialogue, just chink, chink. Level 51 at the moment, Spartan. About to be level 60. Alright, is the protection ritual ready? Ooh, yes, it's even better than Quaggan expected. It'll make Quaggans faster, stronger, better able to run, better able to protect. Excellent. We'll break the ice when you're ready. Ooh. I love Quaggans. I've already given them a positive, before you ask.
We'll open a hole and you can swim through.
Quaggan will help. Quaggan didn't come this far to fail now. Thank you. Quaggan will make sure the hooks are ready when the ice breaks.
looking through. The way is clear. Go!
Ignore all that falling ice. It's fine. It's fine.
Quabbin will stick by your side.
It worked. The plan is in place, but it won't be enough. Warriors, defend Valhalla.
From what? I guess I should put some buttons down here. I'm just gonna be boring. Signets. Signet? Signet? Oh my gosh, I can't put the signets on. I don't care, just... Oh, those aren't signets, that's why. I'm an idiot. There we go, there we go. I don't care. Here, pick something. Ahem. But yeah, no, I could see the perspective, Mr. Red. I agree with you completely about it. You notice we gave System Crash a blue. It was really weird, too, because Mega Frame was decent, and then Showdown sort of came out of nowhere and was actually good. Our second yellow in the entire show, by the way. And we were like, oh, wow, this is getting somewhere. And then System Crash showed up, and I was like, never mind. Never mind. As for Sacrifice, the simple answer is that Sacrifice is end prog, but just a tiny bit better. Everything to do with Hexadecimal was pretty much solid gold, I would say. And the finale, as that led out, when I say the finale, I mean not the actual outro, but like the lead up and the final battle was really good. I also liked a lot of the build-up. The establishment of the main villain was really well done. They did a good job of making her seem appropriately terrifying. I don't think it was actually in Sacrifice, but my favorite scene establishing Daemon... I gotta lead this up a little bit. So, one of her minions says, "I have failed you. I'm sorry." And she rests her hand on his head and says, instantly and without hesitation, "It's okay. I forgive you." And he's like, "Oh, cool." And then he just goes on being her minion. Later on, another episode or 2 episodes later, he says, "I'm sorry, I failed you." She doesn't say anything. She rests a hand on his head, and then he starts counting backwards from 5.
No! Quabbin will stay here with you until the end.
Aww.
Go on, we'll cover you.
Quabbin will always be embedded to you.
Marauding? Marauder? I don't know the right word, but I'm ready to maraud. Let's go.
I'm ready to maraud. I love Tybalt. Hi, Betty the Bloke. So, he counts backwards from 5 very peacefully, and as he reaches 0, he realizes what's about to happen, and he deletes himself, and he just dies. Now, that's horrible in its own right, but it actually gets even worse than that. Because the second thing is, as he... Oh, cutscene. Sorry, cutscene.
We did good. Cool, as the Quaggins say.
Cool.
Probably halfway to Holbrecht by now. On their way to a new permanent home.
That's assuming they can find a safe place to settle. After what we've seen, I'm not sure such a place exists. And if it does exist, whether it will last.
Foo on that kind of talk. Alu was lost before we even arrived. Come on. There's nothing here but cold, dead water. Let's find a livelier place to wait for our next assignment.
Oh, I agree, Mr. Red, completely. If she hadn't activated, that would have been game, I think. Hex was just stronger. That's everything. Okay. So he dies. No, Benny, I've been playing since launch. Yeah, let me show off what I mean by that. So he dies, but several things in quick succession happen, which are nice little nuanced details. They don't even pay too much attention on. First of all, there's this green outline left where he dies, which she reabsorbs. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I noticed it when I was watching it, and I explained it to the lore runny as well. Because what that means is that she had an overlay on his code. And that means that there's a part of her in every single person she infects, which is basically just grabbing and forcing them to be mind controlled like she operates. She reclaimed it when he was gone, too, if you'll notice. Second thing was, immediately after that, she goes back to sit down on her throne, and Aurora is just watching the whole thing with this really just peaceful smile. She just watched her murder someone. And she's just like, hmm. And then she sits down, and without even, like, acknowledging that she just murdered someone. So tell me more about love. It's a really horrifying moment, and very well done. And I don't seem to have a quest right now, which means that I'm too low level. Oh, I am too low level. Okay, I can fix that. Let's hit up a vendor first, shall we? Let's get rid of some of this crap in my inventory. If you're having issues with graphics, I actually do have a specific recommendation. Graphics, and then here it is. Right here at the bottom, character model limit and character model quality. These two options right here will improve your performance more than anything else in all of this, right? You can crank all of this stuff to crap, but if you turn this to low, big improvement. So if you're having issues, that's my recommendation. My second recommendation is to go to Path of Fire and get your mount. Sorry.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
It's not quite a joke. That is actually legitimately something I recommend. Is that everything? Nope. God, I have way too much junk on me. Look at all this junk. Ah, free version. My second piece of advice, then, is play a Necromancer. If you haven't already. Necros are pretty good on several ways. But then again, if you're limited to vanilla... I mean, any of the classes are good. Just depends on what you want out of the game. Start making a pile down here. I don't need this. Get out of my inventory. Get out of my inventory. Okay, so let's go hit level 60. Bwong. Bwong. Hang on, what level are we? 53, so... for God's sakes, go away. Ahem. What, this mount? Oh, you mean this mount. So I actually don't know. Okay. I know there's like a trial version of how you get the Raptor at like level 10 or 20. It's pretty early on. But there's some limitations. Bragan was talking about this. There's some limitations with it, which I don't actually know the specifics of. Because all that is after I got my Raptor, so I never actually got to experience that. So where are we? 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. There we go. Oh, okay. So if you don't have the expansion, it's a temporary, and if you do have the expansion, you have that now. That makes sense, because that's kind of how they did the Skyscale and the Warclaw as well. But let's you know where the Warclaw used to be a PvP mount, which is why I didn't have anything for it. And then they added a whole bunch of stuff for it. And if the branded skin would ever go on sale, I'd actually buy it. Okay. Put that with the boosters. Always hold on to boosters. Because those stack, as we talked about, and they can be used strategically. That's actually another bit of advice. You see these booster things? It's all the stuff with the arrows. Hold on to those if you care. Because you can always use those strategically, and that's generally going to be better than any other option. Put those down there. Okay. Hey, look! We've got a quest. Oh, absolutely, Mr. Red. I also like how they went out of their way to show that despite everything they've been saying in the whole episode, that you absolutely can go beyond your code, as Hex herself proved. Like, they kept saying that, right? They can't disobey their code. They can't go against their code. And they just kept saying that over and over and over and over and over again. Of course, Hex is always cool, so whatever. Upcoming games I'm looking forward to. Oh, yeah, plenty. There's that Donkey Kong. I'm looking forward to Mario Kart. I know it's out, but I haven't played it yet. God, I don't know.
Go find your partner Tybalt and then report for your briefing.
Shush. See, the difference, the thing that I always have trouble with when someone says, are you excited for new games, is, to me, a new game is a game I haven't played, not a game that isn't out yet. So I tend to look at it differently than some people. So, for example, I'm looking forward to playing Dragon Age 4, even though that's been out for a while. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, Kirby Air Ride 2, that's probably going to be awesome.
The bravery of the Order of Whisperers saved Quaggan's people. Thank you for all you have done.
The dragons are a threat to everyone, Shashu. I'm pleased your village has joined the fight against them.
Although war is strange to Quaggans, Quaggans will help the Order of Whisperers in any way Quaggans can.
Yeah, I'm excited to review it. But I should probably mention that I'm not excited for the game itself. I should be very clear about that. I don't actually think the game is going to be that good for me. I don't have hope. I don't have sufficient hope. But I am very looking forward to reviewing it. After all, if nothing else, it'll be the last Dragon Age game I review. And we've probably already reviewed the last Mass Effect game, so that'll be 2 entire franchises locked out. Valiant, I continue to be impressed with your progress. Word just reached the Grove about your order's successful effort to recruit the Quaggan. I've always been interested in the warrior's rage these pacifists exhibit when they fight, and now that they've joined the cause, I look forward to seeing it in person. If they're as fierce as I've heard, it'll be good to have them with us against the dragons. It's a shame their village was destroyed, but at this stage I firmly believe lives are more important than property. When the dragons are defeated, we'll turn to attention to rebuilding, but first things first. I am also doing my part to marshal resistance to the dragons. I still intend to smooth things over with the members of Destiny's Edge. The dungeons continue to suck. I won't give up, though, and neither should you. Oh, absolutely, Pillagers now. 100%. There was another game I was just about to mention that I'm looking forward to, which of course I can't think of now. Could someone type ! Next into chat really quick, please? I mean, all of that list is something I'm looking forward to. And The Giving Place. I'm looking forward to trying that finally. No, Giga. Bad, Giga. Bad.
I read the report. The mission was a success.
Rio.
There you are, Agent.
Unstoppable.
Please follow
We
me
did
to
all
the
we
briefing.
could, and it was barely enough to save lives.
Hi, Huthor. Yeah, I've been streaming for a few days now. Actually, tomorrow will be a week. I've been back for a week.
We have a situation of critical importance. We've lost contact with Yang Eisen, one of our agents in Lion's Arch. I fear he's gone rogue and turned against us. If so, he could be taking a lot of secrets with him. The very heart of the Order is in jeopardy. I plan to send 2 of our best operatives to track Yang down.
Was Yang aware of the Master's true identity?
I don't think so, but it's possible. We had to trust Yang a great deal in order to move him into a prominent position in the city. Agent, it's time to promote you to Lightbringer, our highest class of operative. Congratulations. Too bad it comes on the heels of such trouble. We're relying on you to handle this situation.
No trouble that Tybalt and I can't handle. If Yang Eisen's betrayed the Order, we'll see he never shares what he knows.
Real. Brief the operatives, then return to Lion's Arch and continue in your guise as the Commodore's assistant. Keep an eye out for anything unusual.
By your will, Preceptor.
Also, thank you for the sub, Huthor. I'm actually not fully out of the dark, as awful as that sounds. This is the temporary setup. That's why I barely have a set behind me and I have awful lighting and audio quality issues, because I'm shoved into a corner in a spare room. So how well do you know? Wait, I don't care about you. Yes. Yang Isin is the keeper of beasts in Lion's Arch, whether back alley pit fights or the gladiatorial pit. He's your man. That gives us access and prestige. Precisely, but it makes him a target for anyone disappointed in the fights. Got it. He's missing and he has many enemies. Good luck. What? Anything interesting, Huthor? Jedi Survivor. Jedi Fallen Order. And WoW. Hatch with it. You got it. As for the move, it is the second worst move I've ever had. But that's okay, because the gap between the first worst and the second worst is actually quite large. It could be worse. Sure, Uthor. Because I bet you I know what the name's gonna be, but I'm curious if I'm right. Yeah, we all saw that coming. Yeah, the name of the patch itself is a spoiler. A context spoiler, but a spoiler nonetheless. Honestly, not surprised. I haven't actually touched a lot of the story yet because I've been waiting for my friends. I don't like to do that kind of stuff without friends. Co-op. Level syncing. You get it. Or quest syncing, excuse me.
The door was locked when I got here. Good thing I was raised Iron Legion.
So you built a gun to break it down? Oh, you idiot. Oh, okay.
No sign of Yang. You check the top floor. I'll head for the basement.
I've noticed. I think they did it on purpose to emphasize that this isn't what Lion's Arch looks like anymore, but it just feels weird. Like, we know we're in the past, right? So who cares? I don't know, whatever. Bed has been slept recently. The wardrobe contains heavy leather clothing. Okay, okay. Let's see. Creatures captured. Let's see. Rock dogs, breeze riders, and a skelk. Variety of gravelings from Ascalon. Okay, nothing interesting there.
I think I found something.
Coming. What's up?
Tunnel beyond this pile of rocks. Help me clear it and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, Tibble's like, I got this. You go somewhere else. Oh, nice, Uthor. That sounds awesome. I mean, if there's any place that needs it, it's Harash, right?
Place is a mess. Yang always took care of his animals. Something's gone very wrong. I feel as nervous as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Stick close to me, okay?
Die!
Yang Ison used to put on big gladiatorial contests with his beasts. I heard he even sponsored a few of the old Destiny's Edge bouts. This must be where Yang kept his monsters. He took really good care of them. Better than his employees, that's for sure.
No sign of him, though. Would he abandon all these animals to starvation?
No way. Like I said, Yang liked animals better than he liked people. He was always looking for new creatures to train. I wouldn't be surprised if he finally found something he couldn't tame.
Maybe something in the cages will give us a clue to what's happened to him.
I mean, that is a retcon, Huthor, but yeah, we all called that, and good. That is a retcon they should have made.
Whatever's back there, it's moving than they are.
You don't have to attack me on your way out, creatures. Okay, okay. Enjoy the death. What event is going live now that they would announce 11.2 now? Because Gamescom isn't for a bit. Next Fest we just had. There's too many gaming events these days. I have trouble keeping track of it all. Hey, Loner.
That's him. It's Yang Eisen. Wow, he's seen better days. He was killed recently. Be careful. Whatever it was, it might still be there. Over there.
Oh, it's an undead. Okay. More specifically, it's a risen. And for those of you wondering of the difference, there's plenty of undead, and always has been in this setting. Risen are specifically ones by Zaitan. And all that implies.
It's Orion. That monster was from Or. It can't be. Not here. Not in Lion's Arch.
Calm down. Have you seen one of those before?
It's really rare. Some kind of special scout. I read about the only other sighting of one when I worked the file rooms. Lightbringer. That operative saw it in Port Stalwart just before Zaitan's minions wiped out the town. Zaitan only sends them when he's about to send in his whole army. Lion's Arch is in danger.
Tybalt, are you absolutely sure about this?
Trust me. We need to warn the Lion Guard. Meet me at their fortress on Claw Island, and let's hope we're not too late.
What's on Claw Island?
The Claw Island fortress stands in the harbor of Lion's Arch. It's the last defense against invasion from the sea. If Zaitan's going to attack the city, its minions will have to fight their way past the fort.
I'm muted. So, Claw Island is considered a major point in the story. In fact, several people consider it the point at which the main plot actually starts. No, you heard me right. Where it starts. Yes, this is level 60 stuff. Look, I will never defend the vanilla campaign. I don't know what you want from me. This is actually kind of common, if you think about it. Like, really, when does ARR's plot really get started? I would personally argue it's not until Garuda. Until right after Garuda. You know, that cutscene right after Garuda. There's some development, there's some establishment, there's some characterization, but the plot doesn't get going until that, and that's, I don't remember what level, but that's a decent chunk of the way through. Over in WoW, that's debatable. But even if we just look at Dragonflight, which is a pretty solid way to look at that. Whoops, 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 whoops. I would say the main plot in Dragonflight doesn't start until you finish the vanilla campaign and start hitting the patch content. Oh, nice, Uthor. Level 44. Thank you, Pillars of Snow. So there you go. Level 44 of a 1 to 50 campaign.
The creature we found hadn't been in Lion's Arch long. We may still have time. We have to find the Watch Commander and convince him to ready the defenses.
Yeah, I still have all my level 20 gear that you got me. Thank you, Giga. At level 60. I'm a little weak right now. It's okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I've got Giga. She's cool. And once I hit 80...
Is that that Traherne up there talking to Commander Talon? What do you think he wants?
Traherne?
Comes through here every few months on his way to ore. That guy creeps me out.
And yes, Traherne is a necro. Of course. So, for some races, this is your first time meeting Traherne.
Situation extensively. The Orions will strike here, on Claw Island.
Traherne, it's been a long time. You study ore. Have there been any signs of an attack on its way?
Valiant! Yes, Claw Island is in great danger. Thank the Mother Tree that you're here as well.
Thank you for meeting with us, Watch Commander Talon. We have grave news. One of Zaitan's minions breached the city. We destroyed it, but the creature was likely scouting for a much bigger force. An attack is imminent.
A what? That's extremely unlikely. We've seen no sign of an impending attack. If there was to be one, we'd know of it.
Tybalt Leftpaw? It is you, my friend. I should have known your order would be aware of the danger.
Cogs and gears, it's Traherne. We're lucky you're on the island. Convince this guy that we're serious. First, let me introduce you to my partner. One of the truest and most loyal friends I've ever had. Lightbringer, this is Traherne, one of the Sylvari Firstborn. He's Tyria's foremost scholar on Zaitan and ore, and a friend of the Order.
A fleet of dead ships has launched from the Straits of Devastation. The Risen sail beneath a cloak of stealth.
Whatever you've seen, it can't be a real threat. Claw Island can withstand any assault. Speak with my commanders, Brack and Mira. Once you review our defenses, you'll realize there's nothing to fear. Look at me, Traherne. I'm out and about on a mission.
A field agent at last. Congratulations, Tybalt. I know how much you wanted that.
You should get out from under all those books and join us. You're starting to look all wilted. It's good to see you, my friend.
If you don't mind, I'll accompany you on your rounds. It's been a while since I've toured the fortress.
Listen, this fortress is invincible. I know that because it's barely been tested against a gigantic army of the undead that can attack us in waves we haven't even seen the scope and scale of yet. Whatever. I vote we frag this commander.
Be on alert. The Orions are planning a major attack against Claw Island.
Tell the Watch Commander Talon that the gunnery emplacements are ready. The fortress here on Claw Island houses more 24-pounders than a ship of the line. We'll be ready to fight the Orions. Don't doubt that. Check on Deputy Mira. She's in charge of the beach patrols.
That's funny, Traherne. I mean, Giga.
This won't be a sortie. It'll be a massacre.
Also, that's one of the dumbest brags I've ever heard. This fortress has more cannons than a ship. Of course it does, you idiot. God. I mean, yes, I know that's not a guarantee. There are fortresses that aren't that well armored. But, like, really? That's your big brag? Oh, yeah? I've got cannons.
Welcome to Beach Patrol, the most dangerous duty on Claw Island.
Deputy, a massive attack is on its way from ore. You must prepare your troops.
If we fall, our last order is to light those 3 signal towers. We have to warn Lion's Arch if the fortress is lost. In 100 years, they've never once been lit. We're very proud of that.
Deputy Mira, sound the alarm. There are undead on the beach.
If an invasion's really coming, we'll need everyone on the island to hold the line.
This will be the day where we held the line. And by we, I mean Giga. I'm actually going to stand back here. It's okay, I can be ranged as an elementalist. I know that sounds weird, but this is Guild Wars 2.
Traherne, I thought you said the attack would be significant.
It was a feint. They're testing your defenses. More will come, and soon.
Makes sense. Report to Watch Commander Talon, and tell the men to be ready.
Well done.
A small detail they never put too much emphasis on that I actually do like about Vanilla.
Creatures for 25 years, but I rarely engage in combat with them. Do you think the commander will listen to us now?
No. Anyways, have you noticed that the undead just attacked the beach? There's no ship here. So, Ore is here. It's this giant island here. We'll talk about the lore of Ore once we get there. But what they do is they just send the undead walking. Yeah, just walking across the seafloor. And that's actually why all of these areas right here are the ones most attacked. And this is true. If you roam around the zones, you know, most of these areas right here, like we actually saw some of this on this character. This is where the undead attack, right along here. Same thing up here, and if we go up here, you'll see this up here, and of course, at Claw Island. And if you do these zones, you'll see the same thing on this coast. Small little consistency detail that I always liked. It's also kind of indicative of the fact that Zaitan is not taking this seriously, because that's not his job. I've actually already...
I have been drawn to all. My wild hunt is to heal the land.
I've sort of already said this, so this isn't a spoiler, but remember, the dragons are absorbing the magic. So, all this other stuff they're doing, it's just for fun. Like, that's... I'm not even joking. Most of the Elder Dragons are just kind of doing whatever they feel like because it's something that interests them for some reason or another. Their primary goal, their primary purpose of absorbing all the magic is something they just kind of do. Right? So... the reason Zaitan, who absolutely 100% could have just bodied the whole continent if he wanted to, is just sitting here slowly sending out waves of troops down again, is because it's fun. Yeah, Lateval. And that's also why stuff like this branded scar exists, and that's also why Jormag is constantly corrupting the Svanir, and all sorts of fun stuff like that. Like, none of them really need to be doing the little stuff that they're doing, because the big thing they're doing is an etch-a-sketch the world kind of a thing.
Even with all my research, we still know so little about defeating them.
Yeah, dragons don't need lieutenants or champions. They like having them.
It barely ruffled our feathers. Is that all they brought?
There will be more, much more. Keep watching the sea.
You're a
I love this voice acting.
general, firstborn. Why should we trust you?
The fortress is under attack. Ready on the wall. Hostiles incoming.
So they do actually have ships, by the way. If you could call those ships.
Catapulting abominations onto the western wall. Repel the invaders.
We'll see more of these later. Yeah, Whale Corps transports. Literally, their catapults just fling troops onto their target. Yeah. Yeah, probably the best example of how dragons corrupt stuff around them without even trying to is Primordus, who, as of this moment in time, is asleep. He's not even active. And yet, we see Destroyer... We've actually already interacted with Destroyers, even in vanilla. Destroyers are minions of Primordus. So, again, all this stuff, this is just bonus points. Yeah, Destroyers have been active for literal centuries. They were the main enemy back in Gwent, which is the final expansion of Guild Wars 1. Well, the thing is, we get the least characterization for Zaitan. So, truth be told, I couldn't actually tell you... Okay. I couldn't actually tell you why he's playing Risk with the nearby nations. Every other dragon, I could tell you a little bit about their mindset, their motives, and you know, how they operate and stuff like that. Zaitan, he's there, you know? Yeah, we haven't really talked about ore yet. Like I said, we'll talk about the ore lore later. There is some lore there, and it dips into Guild Wars 1 quite a bit.
Mira, how stand the beaches?
Fallen, sir, and a lot of good soldiers with them. We have to light the watchtowers.
Let Lion's Arch think we've lost? No, Mira, not yet. Claw Island's withstood much worse.
Has it?
The dead ship in the harbor holds their reinforcements. Sink it!
Oh, and I never actually answered your question, Blade 12. The current score HUD is extremely out of date. Wait, is that the Vigil one? I hate not being able to mount. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know which one that is. Oh, that's the Lion's Guard Greatsword. Yeah, it's a pretty solid one. Oh, absolutely, Colgrim. In fact, I think it already got one. Let me double check. Get this thing off of Giga here. If I can, there we go. Jeez. Ah! Leave her alone, you brutes. I may be in level 20 gear, but I got this. I'm going to give another positive for the thing I just mentioned, which I'm going to do right here. Actually, we'll call this... Nice, Giga. Legit. So yeah, those aren't really ships. And as someone in chat pointed out, the more you look at them, the more you see those are not seaworthy vessels at all. I don't remember which time we were doing this, but I have distinct memories of doing Claw Island and just getting bodied. And like corpse dragging to victory. Maybe Pax can help me out with that. I don't know if he's even there anymore. But I do have distinct memories of just being like, ah, this whole time. Yeah, now I have a level 80 Reaper at my back.
Talon, this is no normal attack. The Lion Guard cannot hold. We're overwhelmed.
All Island has stood for nearly 100 years. It cannot fall. We'll fight them to the last soldier, to the last sword. We'll never serve.
Medic! We need a medic over here. Commander Talon, hold on. You'll be all right.
Quiet, Mira. Soldiers don't need lies. Retreat to the city. Tell the Commodore. We did all we could.
By your will, Commander. I swear to you, this isn't over.
Mira, the island is overwhelmed. We have to evacuate the Lion Guard and ignite the watchtowers to warn the city.
No. You'll never make it to the beacon with these risen monstrosities chasing you.
This voice acting is really conveying the urgency of the scene.
Stand in the courtyard while you go for the tower. God's willing, the risen will be too busy fighting us to stop you.
Your bravery is commendable, Deputy Mira, but your soldiers cannot survive a protracted battle against this many undead.
It's the duty of every Lion Guard to lay down our lives to protect our city. If that's what it takes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll rally in the courtyard. You light the warning beacons. Now go! Everyone, fall back to the courtyard. Rally to me for one last stand.
Yeah, Season 1. Don't worry. We are actually relatively close to the end of this vanilla nonsense. Season 1 isn't a big improvement, but it is an improvement. That's the beginning of the uptick. And pretty much from Season 1 up to Path of Fire is a more or less non-stop incline of quality. I'm probably going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Gosh darn it. I'm going to laugh if you can just go light the fires. Hey, Esmira Star. I am sorry. I sympathize. I've been having trouble sleeping like every freaking night. Last night, I even told my co-op group I wasn't going to hang out because I was just blackguard. I ended up crashing early. I wanted to get a whole bunch of stuff done, and I just was like, bunk. Gondor calls for aid. They're just getting swarmed here, Jesus. Giga, could you play cleanup a little bit, please? Yeah, Huthor pointed me towards the 11.2 reveal. It looks really good. I only glanced at it, but man. I will not spoil here, because we're reaching the point where patch content is fully spoilers. But that looks awesome. See, Giga's going to kill those 15 things. I'm going to try to kill this one. And I know what you're thinking. Are you that underpowered? I am in level 20 gear against level 60 enemies. So, hey! This is a lieutenant. We've talked about dragon lieutenants before. We've actually seen a couple lieutenants up until now. We've even fought one, the Shatterer. No, that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, this is where Pax and me and Lynx and whoever else were stuck for a minute. Get up, Mira. No? Okay. Oh, we're not fighting it? Oh, never mind. Okay. I guess we'll run. Bye. Also, lol. Solar Galaxy.
Dragon servants will never let our ship sail. They surround the docks, they'll slaughter us. Shaitan's forces will grow.
Our soldiers are too injured to fight. They can barely walk. We can't form a defense and still get them all aboard.
I haven't always lived bravely. I think I'd like to die that way.
What? Tybalt, what are you planning?
After I lost my hand, I joined the Order of Whispers, because the Char thought I was useless. Nobody needs a shaky engineer. I said I wanted to fight the dragons, and I did. Then I spent 6 years as a researcher, never facing my fears. Never even trying. Nobody believed I had courage. Not even me. And then you came along. You trusted me then, my friend. I need you to trust me now. I can do this. Go! There's no time to argue. Just believe in me. I've done a lot of things wrong in my life. This one thing, I'm gonna do right. I won't let you have it.
Oh, there goes the best character in vanilla.
You'll have to cut a path for us. Lion Guard, follow me.
Hurry, to the ship.
Yep, we successfully inspired the best character in the game to die. Great. By the way, if you're wondering, whoever your mentor is for each order, they all stay behind to die. No, Spartan. The Order of Whispers existed in Guild Wars 1. That showed up in Nightfall. So like I said, plot. For the first time in the story, we got our ass handed to us. And I'm going to just go ahead and spoil this. This is not the last time we lose in the MSQ. It's actually one of the things I like about the story in Guild Wars 2 is they're not afraid to have us lose periodically. I'm not actually joking. I've said this for a few years, that stories in video games, most especially MMOs, need to be more willing to allow the players to lose periodically. I mean, don't mistake me. It's really easy to screw that up and make that bad. Nobody likes a supposed to lose fight, right? But there's ways to do that and still have it make sense and still be an engaging gameplay. Right? I mean, forgive me the quote, but it's possible to make no mistakes and still lose. All right. And yes, I do, Blade Tavel. I don't remember who the priority person is. Anyone remember who the priority person is who dies? Yeah, exactly. After a while, if we just win every battle against everything and everyone that ever fights us, it's like, at a certain point, it just becomes a little more eyebrow raising? Oh, check your mail. God damn it. I'm so stupid. Exactly. A holding action to allow a retreat, excuse me, is a loss. But it's still something the player can and should do to, you know, like, something other than that. What do you want? What do you want from me? Oh, talents. There. Boom. Shut up. I'll look at my build later. I mean, I gave him a positive, and he is quite literally the only character positive I've given the game so far. Make of that what you will, Giga. Keep in mind, we've already seen all of Destiny's Edge. You know, my opinion on those jackasses. So now we split again. If you're Priory, we're going to go find a dredge weapon. If you're Vigil, you're going to... like, get an ally in order to help. I remember that quest. But if we're Whispers...
We need help locking down the southwestern beach. Let's move!
Agent Real, is the Commodore aware of the situation?
He is, sir. The city's being evacuated in accordance with the Master of Whisper's plan.
Excellent. Now then, are we all assembled?
By the way, Demi got an outfit upgrade there. Because she's part of the Whispers now.
Lightbringer, I've heard rumors that Tybalt Leftpaw is dead. Can you confirm?
You'd have been proud of his bravery, Preceptor. If he hadn't stood the line, we wouldn't have escaped.
Tybalt didn't think he had any courage, but he proved himself wrong in the end.
Tybalt's courage saved our lives, and your leadership brought us to safety. I'm in your debt, Lightbringer. If I can be of service, say the word.
I'll never forget Tybalt, but now duty calls. The Lion Guard is evacuating the populace, the Dermond Priory safeguards the harbor, and the Vigil musters at Fort Mariner.
Very well. We need more information. Each Lightbringer will patrol a section of the city for Zaitan's scouts.
I'll take Canal Ward. Undead will be coming out of the sea. If they're sending scouts, I'll find them there.
Good. We need a complete sweep, Lightbringers. Watch for anything strange, but stay alert for danger.
Careful out there, okay? Melissa, watch over you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Demi.
We will be back soon.
Hey, she was talking to me, Traherne.
Thus, they are immune to the ravages of ore.
Our ship left without us. We're stranded.
That might be a mercy. The Claw Island's gone. We're probably all dead at sea.
Fair point. Let's rough some people up, get their money, and then split town ourselves. Orions, the undead are here. Run!
Oh, there they are. I was like, where? I also... So, okay. My memories at this point in Vanilla's story are actually getting more and more vague, and I want to explain why.
The area seems clear, Lightbringer. Let's move on.
It's because I'm an idiot. But the real reason is because by this point, I was really getting sick of this game. Like, we're actually not that far from when I quit the game.
Thieves! Taking advantage of the city's chaos. We must stop them.
Hang on. These guys aren't lion guard. They're just meddlers.
Well then, let's meddle them. This money's ours. No, it can't end this way.
Oh man, what is that line reading? Alright, you're about to die and be eaten by undead. What do you say? No, it can't end this way. Oh, Jesus, I'm getting mulched here.
Another area cleared of danger. On we go?
Anyways, point is, by this point, I was sort of mentally checking out anyways. And so this, like I said, pretty vague.
Please help us! We got separated from our parents. It's horrible out here. Rotting people everywhere. Don't let them eat us. Look out! Here they come again.
Zaitan's servants will be approaching by water. Be cautious here.
Yeah, pretty much, Mr. Ray. Excuse me. Ugh. Excuse me.
The Risen must have traveled through the canals and taken them by surprise.
I mean, after doing all that, I don't blame you, Avatar Blade.
I know where the lion
No! My alchemy! Don't let them sink my boat!
Mama, trust him. Trust him. He's got muscles. Thank you, stranger. We can make it from here.
Tear them limb from limb.
The walls are secure. Just return to the preceptors.
So obviously those are chests. I don't remember if you get anything for doing that achievement. Hang on, I'm double checking. Because there's an achievement for getting them all. Which I've apparently done. That's interesting.
There were creatures in the city, but Traherne and I destroyed them before they did much damage.
Well done, Lightbringer. The other operatives are still finishing up, but I suspect they'll find the same.
Preceptor, it's time to face reality. The Order of Whispers can't be expected to hold back Zaitan alone. We need to exploit our connections.
I agree. Preceptor Dawn, I know you have leverage on many talented individuals. I suggest you put it to use.
Ben Tenstrikes refuses to divulge my whereabouts to my father, so the Ministry has tossed him into prison for his trouble. He'd help us if he still lives.
I have an alternative, Preceptor. We are currently sheltering an Asuran scientist named Gore. His inventions would be an advantage.
Both are sound plans. Lightbringer, I want you to recruit one of them. Your choice.
Whichever you decide, I'm going with you. You could use the help, and I owe it to Tybalt.
So Ben was actually in the story earlier, in a pretty minor way. Gore, however, if you remember, was part of an entire quest arc back in the Asuran racial. We're going with Gore.
Gore is an incomprehensible incomprehensible assemblage of wow wrapped in a 3-foot package. You'll see.
Return soon, Lightbringer. We can keep things safe here, for now.
Thank you for your help on Claw Island, Trigger. I wish I could have done more. It was a travesty. Let me come with you and lend my aid. We'll avenge them.
You can't do this alone. I'll stand with you.
That's true. I have Traherne and Trahernia. One of them's awesome, but the other one just keeps making blood. It's, you know what, I'm gonna stop that joke right there. Alright, oh jeez, I don't have Rod Assume. That's okay. Because I have Lion's Arch. Anyways, don't worry about Etherblade caches too much. If you want to pick them up, cool. You get, like, unique cosmetics for it. It was a Living World Season 1, and there was another thing it did. I think it was, I want to say it was Season 4. And if anyone wants to correct me, go for it, but I don't remember there being anything substantial or significant about it. Oh, right here. I'm going to take a really quick water break because I haven't been taking water breaks today, and I really need to be doing that because my health is not doing well. So, I'll be right back. Need to go make some water.
I fought for years in this war. I know what it's like. Nothing. Do your thing. Shout and be convincing. We need recruits. Our numbers are falling.
I just spent... This is such a minor complaint. I'm like, alright, I've got water right here. It's going to be great. And the moment I put the water down, the cat walks into the room. So now I got to finish the water. Because I can't have the cup of water around the cat.
We'll never get recruits. These dust bunnies have no interest in gut-wrenching mind.
All spatial parameters are within approved safety margins.
Yes, hello, cat. I was talking about you.
Gore's waiting by his lab. Approach cautiously. Something seems amiss.
As you can see, there's trouble. Yes, look all you like. The doors are transparent. There are risen in my lab. I'm developing a weapon based on my theory of draconic enchanto consumption. Essentially, it removes the magic from a person or object, poisons it and then transfers it back. Hypothetically, the vacuum magic polarizer will reverse the magical essence of Zaitan's tangible will within the Risen and therefore destroy them.
A cunning idea. Does the weapon work?
Theoretically. My associates at the Upsilon facility sent me test subjects, but the creatures got away, as you can see.
Don't worry, Gore. Give me one of your prototypes and we'll kill 2 blights with 1 stone. Testing the weapon while clearing the lab.
No.
To the vacuum magic polarizers. Follow me.
Gore? Gore, are you there?
Yeah, you can sit here. Alright.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Do you guys get a gun?
The first button fires a basic defrosting. The simple bolt will grow more powerful as the polarizer is charged. The second button activates the vacuum magic inhalation, sucking magic from the target. This charges the polarizer. The weapon can store up to 3 charges. The weapon depolarizes any enchantment it holds, and the third button empties those charges into a mighty arcane arrow. Fully charged, it packs a mighty wallop. Take the polarizer to the lab, and we'll quantify a test subject. I'll open the color spectrum filter, allowing only certain wavelengths to pass. That way, they'll come out in small groups. Green, then blue, red last, of course. The most dangerous things are always the red ones. Ready? Here we go.
He's got a point. I played Zelda 2.
I would be surprised if Zaitan even bothers with controlling its lesser minions. They do nothing but destroy.
Analytical metrics seem favorable. Try charging the polarizer 2 or 3 times before you fire. Your output should grow exponentially. Next filter disengaged. Time for the blue ones. Ah, blue. The color of oceans and my artichokes. The ones I made while dabbling in organic chemistry.
These seem to be more powerful. They also hold a larger quantity of magic. More of Zaitan's will, perhaps?
Gore? Sir, are you there? Upsilon facility to Gore.
The vacuum magic polarizer.
Why is he ignoring the comm?
Anticipated. We're out of beta. This is fantastic. Releasing the red filter. These should be the worst of them. If my apprenticeship taught me anything at all.
Indeed. These creatures are acting with more self-will. Zaitan's infused them with tremendous energy. See how the weapon affects them?
Hello, Gore? Hey, look! A gorilla! A gorilla for Gore!
Brilliant. I'm brilliant. It works beautifully. The vacuum magic polarizer is ready for ore.
Ready for more? You heard him, apprentices. Get back. Onto the teleporter pad.
What? No! I said ore, not more. Ah! This intercom's a mess.
What's that? Time to send the rest? Okay. Incoming!
You heard him. Send everything.
Well done.
I don't have anything to add to that. Yes, cat. That's my leg that you're flying.
Magnificent! The vacuum magic polarizer destroyed the Risen. And my lab. Oh well, that's what apprentices are for.
Your weapon was extremely effective against the servants of Zaitan. It'll be instrumental in recapturing Claw Island.
I'll take the prototypes to Lion's Arch immediately. It's the least I can do. The Order of Whispers saved my life.
Will you be all right cleaning up here, Gore?
Yes, yes. Once my apprentices return from the Upsilon facility, I'll put them on it. And mental note, fix oral relay on the intercom.
I dreamed of ore, as Kaith did. But where she saw a dragon to fight, I saw a land to heal. At least Kaith had a tangible target. I barely knew where to begin. Such brave people willing to risk so much. But do we even have a chance at victory? Lightbringer, the Orions are firmly entrenched. It will be incredibly difficult to regain Claw Island.
We can't give up hope, Traherne.
I haven't. In fact, I'm counting on Hope to lead the way. To that end, we should ask for wisdom from the Pale Tree. If anyone knows how to defeat Zaitan, it is the Mother. Meet me at the Grove, and we'll speak with her before the battle.
I've already jotted this down as a positive, but for all of its internal continuity issues, one thing it does very well is it keeps track of a lot of the racial stories and brings them forward. You just saw that a little bit with Gore, but there's other examples of that too. And you're about to see another example. I don't actually know Blitwell. Oh, I was just told recently where to find my titles, and I don't remember right now. It's in a weird spot. It's in achievements, and then like, here we go, titles. I don't see Lightbringer. Oh, you're right. Never mind. I know what you're talking about. No, that's because I'm a member of the Order of the Whispers. Don't worry, we're actually pretty close to losing that title and becoming Commander.
Hail, Mother. We seek your wisdom.
Bide a while. I have much to show you both. Come to me. Let me show you the way.
Mother Tree, I am sure by now you have heard of the destruction at Claw Island. Zaitan is attacking in force.
The soul of Tyria mourned as her children were cut down by the beast. The land wept, and the world shuddered.
My friend and I seek to right that wrong. We wish to fight Zaitan and take back what was lost. We've come to ask your counsel.
The answer is at the heart of Tyria's future, and your own. Both of you must face the darkness, become guiding stars in the night.
Is it even possible to defeat Zaitan?
Only with great courage. Come, I will show you a vision of your future, and the challenges to come. It is time, my brave friends. Your future awaits.
Yep.
They say that Or was once beautiful. A nation to rival Kryta, Ascalon, and Ilona. The human gods lived in the city of Ara, and the people here were blessed. After the gods left, the humans banded into guilds and warred upon each other. The guild wars caused great devastation, and the nations faltered.
Small tidbit. Ara is where the six gods first arrived on this planet. And they hung out there for a while until the incident with Abaddon. If you're thinking, who's Abaddon? Don't worry about it. After that, they left, and that led to the Exodus. Ara kept being a major cultural significant point for the humans, and became the capital of the Kingdom of Or. Traherne? Traherne? Hey, buddy, you want to hurry up a little bit, please?
Where does this road lead, Mother?
To the ancient city of Ara, the dragon's stronghold. That is your goal. Along the way, you will glimpse things that may yet come to pass.
Now, Abaddon was the sixth god. So if you play Guild Wars 1, you'll notice them all talk about the five, and the five gods, and all that fun stuff. But there were actually six. Abaddon, some stuff happened. We'll summarize that excessively. Yeah, by the way, risen chickens, right there. Remember, he doesn't care what he rises. Whatever. Abaddon was eventually, let's call him replaced by someone named, Cormyr. Boy, that took me way too long to remember her name. Cormyr was in Guild Wars 1. Put it that way. Tybalt. Oh, Tybalt. Oh, I see why you're asking. He's a minor character. Or side character, excuse me, side character. Kinda Trihyxia, yeah.
These creatures are formidable. Tougher than the ones at Claw Island. How will we defeat them?
Alone you cannot. But with unity, you will find that many impossible things can be achieved.
So, you're probably wondering about Or. There were 3 major human kingdoms back in the day. Kryta, Ascalon, and Or. You'll notice 2 of those are gone now. You're probably thinking, what happened to Or? So before Guild Wars 1, there's an event called the Cataclysm. You may or may not notice that Or itself, which is actually over here, is partially, if not mostly, underwater, right? This place was pretty devastated. There's actually a fairly complex story that goes into the specifics of why, but all you need to know right now is that there's this dude who was like, "Don't worry, I've got this great idea. I'm going to cast this spell I got from Abaddon. Oh, crap!" And so the whole kingdom got nuked, and the whole thing got sunk beneath the waves. All of that happens before Guild Wars 1, to be clear, so this is pretty long ago history in both games. Turn.
Defenders of Tyria, when Zaitan rose from slumber, the dragon found a long-dead nation and claimed it. The dragon expected the rest of Tyria to be as easily conquered. We live, and we breathe, and we fight. All races, all orders, and all paths of life stand against Zaitan. The dragon is a fearsome enemy. It wants nothing more than to paralyze us with doubt. But I tell you this, we are not afraid. We will never kneel. Do you feel that? The dragon hears us. To hurrah and victory! Is this a vision of the future? Mother, I do not understand. I'm no general.
You must be what Tyria needs you to be, my son. You have more courage than you realize.
By the way, for those of you familiar with the lore of this setting, you've probably noticed that I'm deliberately skipping over a lot of details here. We don't need to talk about the Forgotten yet, you know. That's all I'm going to say.
The past taints the future. Our heroes have fallen. They must be redeemed.
You must do the dungeons.
You must bring them together. Heal their wounds.
Yeah, we've done the dungeons. Oh my god. So hey, here's where the other MSQ dips into this MSQ.
We needed you. Snaff. I couldn't protect you. I could still hear him scream.
Someone was going to die no matter what I did. Snaff or my queen. I had to make a choice. You would have done the same. Any of you! If the person you loved was in danger, you would have done the same.
Destiny's Edge disbanded after their loss against the Elder Dragon, Kralkatorrik. To this day, they have unresolved grievances with one another.
It was your responsibility. Snaff trusted you, and you failed him.
I tried to keep him out of danger. I would have given anything to prevent his death.
It wasn't enough. You weren't enough. You should have died Air instead of him.
Logan was called away by his queen. Yet Air chose to fight the Elder Dragon. They lost. Blint died, along with Snaff, Soldier's mentor and friend.
I've tried so very hard. They can't stop arguing. They can't understand that the dragons are more important. They'd throw everything away. I'm alone. I'm tired.
Come back to me. If the world must end, let us spend our last days in each other's arms.
These visions represent a possible future for Destiny's Edge, should they not resolve their quarrels. We need them to reconcile, if we're to defeat Zaitan.
Do we really? I mean, we can just leave them to their own devices.
Still angry over the loss of Ascalon, the Char struck hard while humanity fought with itself. The Char ravaged Ascalon with searing cauldrons and marched on Or. As hope failed, an Orion named Vizier Kilbron read the lost scrolls and unleashed an ancient curse. The curse annihilated the Char army, but it destroyed Or as well. A cataclysm plunged the nation into the ocean. Everything was lost.
Yeah, we haven't actually done time travel. The Pale Tree can't time travel.
This is the tomb of the kings of Or. Walk inside and seek truth, but be warned, the future can change in the blink of an eye.
Let's see, 1219. So, this is the year 1325. In the year 1219, Zaitan awoke. Wow, that's actually longer than I thought. It's been over a century.
To see the sky, feel once more the wind, and the sun. Although my nation is drowned, a slow blood still pulses in its veins. Or was once the heart of Tyria, so full of life. I was the last of a line of proud rulers. Now my nation is enslaved. What do you seek here? Or has nothing left to give, save ash and bones.
We came to fight Zaitan. Can you give us counsel?
Zaitan can be defeated, but that will not save Or. The land must be cleansed of this poison. Seek the source.
Is Zaitan the source, or is there some other poison that fouls Or? Please, tell us.
Seek the source. Cleanse Or. Seek the source.
God, it might be good. I actually did Evan way, 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 way back in the day. Although, obviously, it's been a few years and I barely remember it now. But yeah, it's, for those of you not aware, the Destiny's Edge book is the lead-in to Guild Wars 2.
Ore from the depths. The massacre of Ore gave the dragon fertile ground to create its horrific army. Zaitan's power does not end here. In slaughter, its army grows stronger. Claw Island was just the beginning. The dragons are destruction. They will not stop until all life on Tyria is destroyed.
By the way, you notice how this is a massive expedition dump for the history of the world, the history of Guild Wars 1 and 2, and the lead-up and the plot. This is why I say this is when the plot really gets started. I don't mind it, it's worth noting. It's a perfectly valid way to approach things. You wanted to keep things relatively low tier until things got, you know, serious. And the attack on Claw Island is definitely when things got serious. Yeah, notice it's also not those damn terrible cutscenes of vanilla. Ah! Uh-oh, where's Traherne?
Your last challenge on the road to Ara will be the Guardian of the Gate. Beyond this, I cannot foretell. Once before, I gave this sword to a beloved son. Now, I pass it on to you, Traherne. Its name is Caladbol. Bear it with honor, and the sword will never fail you. Test yourselves against the Guardian, then return to me in the Grove.
Yeah, we're going to get some random sword. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I know. I know. Tell me, what do you fear? I'll go with the fact that I can't save the innocent.
To know the future, even the mere possibility can be a great burden. I am sorry, brave heroes, that you must walk this path.
Must these things come to pass, Mother? Must I take up Caladbolg and travel into the heart of Ore?
You must both take up this mantle. Traherne, your duty is to cleanse Ore. Your friend shall aid you, and then face the dragon.
And Claw Island, can we retake it and save Lion's Arch?
I believe so, but that will not be your first test. The dragon seeks to destroy its enemies before they can strike. I see within the dream that Zaitan's forces enter battle, not against Lion's Arch, but at the heart of your order.
My order headquarters? No, how could that be? How could Zaitan even know?
Those who have been corrupted reveal everything to Zaitan. Nothing is secret, least of all those places where his enemies hide.
If my friends are in danger, I have to go to them. They have no warning, they'll be slaughtered.
I will go with you. Our fates are bound together, and from this day forward, we fight as one.
Farewell, valiant souls. May your wild hunt be successful, and may your courage illuminate the dark of night.
I'll get the bank one. Put that down here, I guess. Put that over the luck. Please stop giving me crafting materials that I have no room for. Oh, absolutely, Giga. It would make perfect sense if the source of the Pale Tree's info was the source of the Pale Tree's info. You know what I'm referencing. Because that person would also have plenty of access to information as well. Oh, that would be funny. Go meet Tybalt. Okay. Brains. Brains. Stop giving me these Dragon Bash coffers. Okay. Where are we going? Where are these? Siren's Landing is Season 3. Okay, I'll have to remember that for later. Yeah, bring a shovel. You're gonna need it. That's not open yet. I see you're carrying Calibolg. Oh my god.
Chantry's greatest defense is its secrecy. Without that protection, all may be lost.
Why are the alarms sounding?
Yes to both, Jaxia. Oh, thank god.
Lightbringer! Thank the six you're here. I was out on the beach and I heard alarms. Something terrible must be happening.
The Pale Tree warned us that Zaitan's forces would attack the Order. It seems the Risen got here first and triggered the Chantry's defenses.
If the Preceptors are still inside, then they're trapped. The Dragon's minions are single-minded. They won't stop until everyone inside is dead.
I have to get in there. Demi, can you find the override?
I'll do my best. I'll turn off the security system. Tybalt taught me a bit about thwarting these systems. Let me try it.
Restarting systems. Power cycling in 3, 2, 1. System restore complete.
Hold your breath. This'll fix it. Or it'll fix us. That should do it. Let's go!
I do like Salad Blog. Or Bolg. Sorry, Salad Bolg.
Stay close to me. We will protect you.
I mean, he is wielding a legendary sword and all that.
This'll shield my eyes.
Salad Blog. Today we'll be talking about all of the salads. No. Today we'll be talking about salads with our resident salad expert, Salad Man. Traheron, any thoughts?
Zaitan's showing more intelligence. Striking at the heart of your order? It's almost unfathomable.
You're dead! Yes! Quickly, try the door to the inner annex.
The door's not working. Sealed from the far side, perhaps.
Sounds reasonable. Hey, this locking mechanism was built by Tybalt. He probably put an override password on it. Any idea what he'd use?
Maybe there's a password. Apples!
The portal's one way for safety.
It actually was apples. Holy crap.
Once through, we won't be able to come back until we find them.
Wow, that's a terrible password. Never pick something that's like your primary identity thing.
We have to rally everyone together and make a stand. Hurry!
Honestly, I wasn't sure if it was an option. Obviously it was.
Damn good to see you. Quickly, we're needed in the main annex chamber.
Look. Dude really liked his apples. Nothing wrong with that, technically. I guess I can stop killing these people. I figured I'd need Jaharon, so I was kind of sticking around to help.
Well done.
Don't worry, during the lunch break, I'll get myself a better weapon. I will. I guess I can do that right now, couldn't I? What level am I? Why my eyes specifically? And we're level 80. So, let me get a slightly better weapon here. I'm in combat. I'm in combat. Hang on, hang on. Oh, I'm not 80 yet. No, that's right. Hang on, I gotta do all this nonsense first. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take a minute. Okay, hang on. Is it gonna let me in? Hello, hello, hello. There we go. I'll save you.
Rally at the center of the annex. We need to know who's still alive.
Hello, cat. Yeah, that's great, that's great. Hey, you can do all these dungeons. Isn't, you know what, just delete, delete, delete. Let's just delete this. Hello, cat. No scritches. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Sorry. Oh man, I could have another specialization. Isn't that great? I could train all these skills. Isn't this great, cat? He's like, why are you looking at that screen and not me? I am more important than the screen. You Ah!
We thought we'd be safe in the annex. The portal was sealed, the corridor defenses activated, but the Orions burrowed through the walls.
There must be some way to seal the tunnel so that the undead can't reach the chantry. Or some way to escape.
Impossible. We're trapped in here. Prepare for your final...
No, Halvora, there is a way. During the chantry's construction, the Master of Whispers planted explosives in the island's foundation. A safeguard. If the chantry were seized by our enemies, it would be destroyed. To ensure secrecy, the preceptors were not told, though each Master of Whispers did pass the information on to their successor.
What if you know about it?
Oh yeah, sorry, spoilers.
Yes, Lightbringer. I am the Master of Whispers. We must alter the device to detonate only the explosives in the Orient tunnels, not those beneath this chamber.
Yeah, the main character we've been interacting with this whole time that isn't Tybalt is actually the head of the Order.
The rest of
Lore
us will
shock.
defend you, if need be, with our lives. Do not fail.
It's related to your chest size. The biggest chest, highest rank. Oh god, that sounds like a terrible idea for a story.
More Orions. To arms!
Oh hey, I got an Ecto for that one. Sorry, cat. Hang on. I'm in the 70s now. The jailer. God dang it. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Why does this take so long? Why does this take so long? Exactly. You get it, Bragwin. You get it. Okay. Explosive device.
This is incredibly advanced. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's probably a Shuren.
Stand together, fight together.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Shut up. You dumb thing. Oh my god, what? What do you want? Here, boom, boom. Here, now shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god. Stop bugging me. God damn it. Ugh. Pop-ups.
Almost there. Almost there.
No, I haven't been able to pick up my spear because I've been stuck in combat this whole time. So I still can't really contribute. Contribute? Really?
No.
Sorry, I was getting some contraband together.
Destroy the order. Did it work? Are we safe?
The tunnels are collapsed.
Watch out! Something must have been close to the surface when the explosion occurred. It's breaking through.
Stand
Sorry, Cat.
together, fight together.
Boss time! By the way, what are you fighting, mister, that's taking you forever?
Hold your ground. The order itself is at stake. Keep fighting, agents. It's getting weaker. You cannot defeat the Order of Whispers, dragons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Ours. The Chantry is safe. We defeated these abominations because we fight as one. It's a proud day for the Order.
You're right, Master. Traherne and I spoke with the Pale Tree. She said, with unity, many impossible things can be achieved. The Order of Whispers can't fight Zaitan alone. We may have the resources, but we don't have the knowledge and we don't have the army. The other orders of Tyria are making futile plans to retake Claw Island. They will fail, unless we aid them.
Speak one word and the Priory scholars won't shut up for days. The Vigil's even worse. Those thickwits can barely form complete sentences.
You're wrong, Dawn. They're different, yes, but both have their own ways of fighting Zaitan. They could be our allies.
One of them, believable, but not the other one.
There are risks. But if you're sure the others will cooperate, it could benefit us. I trust you, Lightbringer, and I trust Traherne. Some years ago, he and I worked together to defeat my predecessor, who had been corrupted by the dragons. Since then, Traherne has kept my identity a secret. Go to the others, set up a meeting. Tell them that the Order of Whispers is stepping out of the shadows and wishes to collaborate.
Thank you, Master. I'll do everything I can.
Oh, Bragwin, you have no idea.
But I've done nothing to stop the devastation. Am I at fault?
Yes, this is all your fault, Traherne. Look, I'm trying not to stare. It's kind of impolite, but yeah. Also, I'm just going to finally destroy these. They've been sitting in my inventory for too long. Aw. Okay, well, I've got all the skins unlocked. We'll get there, Mr. Red. We'll get there. So I believe, if I'm sure, hang on. So we just did this. We just did this. Yes. So we're going to retake Claw Island, and then we're probably going to chop off there. Although, I should probably equip a real weapon. So let's do that really quick. Oh, isn't that so much better? Isn't that so much better? All right, Cat, you're killing me. You're killing me. I'm so sorry. I know you're comfy. I know you like sitting in my lap. It's hurting my legs. There we go. I'm sorry, Cat. It was physically causing me real pain. Sorry. No, I do not have a cat, Elixir. And God willing, I will never have a cat. This, if anything, taking care of this poor cat has taught me, it's that I will never have a cat. Oh. Okay. So let's get some stats on this thing really quick. There we go.
What happened to my trim? Why didn't delinquent investigations take...
And I can only show you if I drag him up and you know, make him uncomfortable, so I'm not going to do that.
Sisters, huh? Marjorie, Belinda, huh? My Trin! Trin is Marjorie's long-lost sister! The secret family shame! The great detective let her...
Congrats, Mr. Ed. Yeah, we're played by Jennifer Hale, so here we are. Oh, there, don't fall, don't fall. Look, Cat, if you're gonna sit here, hang on, let me brace my leg. There. How's that? How's that? Is that better? Okay. Oh God, how do I get up? Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
So, I see Gix stumbled out of his library, and the preceptor crawled out of her hole.
I see you're not letting rationality get in the way of your ignorance, Almora. How predictable.
Who are you calling ignorant, you twitchy little bookworm?
Wonderful. I see we're off to a running start. The Order of Whispers needs allies, not infants.
Ugh. I remember Almora too. We'll get to her later.
Enough bickering, all of you. Our real enemy lurks across the waves. Zaitan's servants march at the gates of Lion's Arch. We must band together, or we will all be destroyed.
When I joined my order, I swore to fight Zaitan. I will die for Tyria if I must. However, I believe that together we can win. The Vigil has shown tremendous courage in the fight against the dragons. This alliance will require courage as well. Why back down now? The Order of Whispers has seen nations rise and fall. You cannot hide from this threat. You need to make a stand. And who knows more about the dragons than the Priory? Just think of how much there is to learn. Where else but in awe?
By the worlds of eternal alchemy, you're bold. But you're correct. Knowledge is useless if it is not used. We shall aid you.
The Order of Whispers has worked for generations to bring nations together. We can do no less now. Our blades are yours.
The Vigil fears nothing, not even ill-tempered, undisciplined louts like these two. We'll join, but I insist there's a decent hierarchy. Who will lead this compact?
Logic dictates that it cannot be a member of any of our orders, lest one be seen as above the other two. Quite a conundrum.
I've already considered that. Traherne, you've never joined an order, yet they all respect you. You've studied all your life. Will you lead us?
I never wanted to be a soldier. I'm only a seeker of truth. But, yes, I will lead this pack to the gates of Ara, and together, we will see Zaitan destroyed. First, to Claw Island. Let us send our defiant message straight into the heart of Or. Tyria stands as one. All my life, I've watched Or, studied it, researched the abominations that Zaitan spawns. I have avoided the challenge of my wild hunt. I hid, always claiming I was not yet ready. I did not think ore could be cleansed. I feared failure, but you're right. It is time to act. We'll either cleanse the land or return to it.
So, funny little tidbit. I was looking up something about the vanilla stories. You remember how we talk about PFR, right? How many new characters do you think have to make and delete and go through vanilla on to actually cover actually all of the vanilla choices and options and quests? Because someone else has already done the math for me on this.
Proceeds from the rebuild straight into his pocket. Oh, we all know that, but what's strange is how Nash played his place at the right time, right?
15's a good guess. Like, it's not super insane. It's actually 30. I would have to do chapter 1 on 90 characters. No, I'm saying that wrong. Sorry. I'd have to have chapter 1 on 30 characters, chapter 2 on 30 characters, 15 characters through chapter 3, 9 through chapter 5, 6 through chapter 7, 3 through chapter 8, 2 through chapter 8, part 2, and then finally, I just have to take one character through the finale.
Our company is complete. Now that we're assembled, we can begin the briefing.
Marshal Traherne, sir. I'm Efoot, liaison for the Vigil troops. The Lion Guard are clearing some road, but the inner courtyard gate is blocked.
My Priory explorers brought a biomantic siege capacitor, Marshal. Our top mystics have been working on it for some time. It could be useful.
I've heard of that device. Whisper's agent stole a copy of the blueprints, but we couldn't figure out your bizarre telemetry. There's a working prototype?
Of course. Nothing's beyond the Priory's intelligence. Unfortunately, it's a portable model, so it lacks the power to blast through a fortified gate.
What if we amplified this capacitor in some way?
Clever. The signal towers use magical panels to increase brightness. If we reversed the panel's direction and adjusted the enchantment, we could amplify the beam.
It's improvised, off the cuff, and madcap. But you know, it just might work. Still, there are far too many undead between here and the signal tower.
Leave that part to me. The Vigil may not understand your boo-boo matic wheeze calculator, but we know plenty about killing undead.
Then we have a plan. Commander Efoot, move out. Your crusaders can guide the way.
Okay, so now that I'm not in cutscene hell, a story in a game, in a work of fiction that has a bizarre plot you can still buy as long as it suspends your disbelief. That's a very vague question. You're gonna have to clarify that.
Press all those angles. Just plug it in. I'm on my way, Preceptor.
I don't understand. Oh, bizarre. Okay. So a bizarre plot that I still buy. Metal Gear is no more bizarre, really, than something like, say, James Bond. At its core. I honestly don't think anything in Warcraft qualifies as bizarre.
Break down that wall.
Xenoblade I could see. Or actually... Xenosaga, really. Well, see, it's funny, because I've never actually seen JoJo, and Doctor Who actually does suspend my suspension of disbelief quite a bit. It's actually why I stopped following Doctor Who. Because I kept being pulled out of the story. Well, that's a good question. Define bizarre for us, Elizar. Let's zoom in a little bit on the question. The mushroom delve is hilarious, pillagers know. I wouldn't call that bizarre at all. See, when I'm thinking bizarre, I'm thinking nonsense, right? Like weird, random, just stuff for stuff's sakes. Yes, Elizar.
Here's the panel. I have to reverse it, resource cell the amplification, and attach the capacitor.
Yeah, Friendbo. That's bizarre. That's actually a really good example of what I think of when I think of bizarre. Okay.
This tower's astral circuitry was a total moron. Oh, it was the Priory? Sorry about that.
Do I have anything better? Kind of. And not really.
Anyone have some gum? Never mind.
Gum? Oh yeah, I can put on my legendary necklace too while we're here. Actually, Undertale is really quite self-coherent, to the point where I wouldn't call it bizarre at all. It looks like it's bizarre, but it's actually not. That's part of what I like about it. Could you hurry up, please?
Hold on to your helms. One reconstellated configurer coming up.
No, Bloodborne is more eldritch than bizarre. See, it's hard to pick because what I usually consider bizarre is stuff I usually don't cover because I don't like bizarre.
The ramparts are swarmed. We'll need to clear them of undead if we plan to utilize the siege engines.
That's not bizarre, Elizar. That's banal.
Well done. We've secured the docks.
What about the courtyard, Marshal? That big dragon thing will be on us the minute we charge in there.
We need to retake the ramparts and deploy siege weapons. Then we can cover the sky while we clear the courtyard.
I can help there. Priory alchemists have crafted special ammunition to weaken champions like that one. We can force that monster to the ground.
Once you get it down, we'll get it dead. Put your trust in Vigil Steel.
Yeah, by the way, this is the mission I was probably thinking of earlier, where I was super turbo stuck on it for forever. Still not the point at which I quit. I'll point it out when we get there. Hopefully we'll actually have a group of 5 ready to do Era at the end of today. I don't anticipate it, but if we do, that'd be nice, because that would be a good time for it. Alright, now Kat, I know you're very comfortable in my lap, but I have to go grab food, okay? I'm sorry. Guys, I will be right back. Down you get. Ah. Sorry, Kat. Sorry. Yeah, I know Blade 12 would like to be there for that, and I imagine Bragwin would like to join us for that if she's done with dinner by then. Everyone else is bonus points for actually making the run happen. Because I know we've been running over the dungeons, but we've been doing... oh, god damn it, Traheron. We've been doing story mode. Ara has no story mode. Now, I don't think we're going to have too many issues. I don't want to over-exaggerate, but it is going to be something where I'm going to want 5 people there. Don't worry, I'll put some work into getting my Elementalist geared up. Oh, did they, Eitri? If they did, that's news to me.
The Plague Bringer must be brought down.
Oh, well, we're not doing the solo version. That's stupid. Congrats, Mr. Red. Now you're up to Living World Season 3. Jokes aside, that's... PAX... I've said many times that Path of Fire is when the game became good, but all jokes aside, I think it's more accurate to say that it gets good in Season 3. The lead up to Path of Fire. I mean, I know it's a gradient. Get good, right? But if there's one place to start, that's probably it. After you get your mount. See, now my job is to see how quickly I can catch up to you, Mr. Red. I'm betting under a week. Less than 7 days.
We've taken control of the siege points. Now we must join the fray. Forward!
Near the courtyard. Push back the prison wall.
You can always wait on me, Mr. Red. I'm not even joking about that. We could link up. And do stuff together. I know you hate co-op, but it's an option. Ah, gotcha, Eitri. So that's what I was thinking of. No, Evan. It's... A friend of mine was picking up the game very recently, like just within the last week, and they were like, so what server do I start on? It's like, it doesn't matter, because that's not a thing anymore. The only thing that matters is, are you European or the Americas? That's it. That was the... Well, I forget when that was. It's the Mega Server merge. It was a fairly big patch.
Prepare yourselves, troops. Wait for the dragon to come around, then make a coordinated strike. Fire!
And yeah, you can still pick. That's why Gigapudding can group with me. She actually lives in Europe, but she's grouping with us here. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, so she could just swap over? No, that's a new character. Like new unlocks and everything. Hate raw mounts. Apparently, there's an in-store thing you can do to buy that. Which, honestly, that shouldn't surprise me at this point in my life. So yeah, this fight, I remember this fight, and this is the fight we were stuck on for a million, trillion, billion years. I probably shouldn't be hanging up here. I do not have the gear to hang in this kind of damage. I'm gonna back off. Whoa, I'm gonna try to back off. Let's just scooch over here. Alright, they're out of range. Yeah, and I'm dead. Oh, I'm turbo dead. Wow. Gotcha, Eleazar. So, okay, governments do all kinds of underhanded, dirty things all the time, but here's the thing. We actually have real-life math. I swear this is related to your question. We have real-life math that describes how many people can be involved in a conspiracy before, statistically speaking, it gets revealed, right? It's a small group. So the amount of people required to do something like, for example, build Metal Gear Rex, that is to say, back in Metal Gear Solid 1, there's no way in hell. People would find out 100%. Now, they might not care. That's separate. But there's no way in hell you could keep that kind of thing under wraps. Ah! Frickin' rot mouths. I hate rot mouths. Does that answer you, Eleazar? I like how there's just a damaging aura everywhere. Yeah, that too, Krakens. I wasn't even going to get into that. I was just speaking like agnostic to time and governments and policies. Like, mathematically speaking, they can't keep it under wraps. Never mind competency. There we go. Just gonna hang back here. Don't mind me. Let's pop that. Let's pop that.
Here, we draw the line. Here, and no further section. Servants will never
That's too far away. That's fine. That's fine. Put simply, something like Metal Gear Solid is the kind of thing I don't believe, but it doesn't violate my suspension of disbelief, because that's the nature of fiction. Let me give you a little bit of a pro tip. All fiction requires you to suspend your belief. All of it.
I do not know what lies ahead of us, my friend. But for the first time,
There's always conceits.
hope that this alliance can save Terra from the dragons. Hope for the future. Hope for all.
Thank you for the help, both of you, by the way. You made that mission way less frustrating than it was going to be.
Wouldn't have won this battle without.
We did it. We defeated the plague breaker.
Yeah, it's like in Star Trek, one of the most common counter-arguments I hear, which actually irritates the ever-living crap out of me, because of how stupid of a counter-argument it is you believe in magic, but you don't believe in such and such? And the reason that argument is so stupid is because it presumes that the moment anything is unrealistic, everything is acceptable. So, yeah, I have no problem believing that warp travel exists in Star Trek. There's actually a decent amount of work, time, and effort done and dedicated towards how warp travel functions, why it functions, and the rules thereof, so that we can understand, like, those said rules and then work around them within the works of the narrative, to use Star Trek as an example. If someone just decides to randomly, violate the rules of warp travel, that irritates me, because they have lost their consistency. That violates the suspension of disbelief. That breaks the bubble, right? And yeah, as usual and as always, it's always about internal consistency. God, I've been talking about this for 15 years at this point. More like 13 years, but still.
Hello, stranger.
So. Yeah, Trek does exactly what I just described. I use warp travel on purpose. Because every now and again, they violate how warp travel works, and it's irritating. Because when they use warp travel correctly, it's actually really fascinating. Like, it can be an interesting story point when you use the rules of warp travel. And then there's Threshold, where they go infinite acceleration. Don't think about that too much. They didn't. Whoop, 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 whoop. I mean, okay, we were playing, what was it? Siphon Filter. You remember that? That series is a whole lot of suspend disbelief. Most spy thriller games and shows and movies and books are. Like, have you ever actually sat down and read Tom Clancy novels? Either the ones actually done by him or the ones done by everyone else. Yeah, that's fiction land. Let's just get that out of the way. Those live in fiction land, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
This is a momentous day. The tide of history has changed, Traherne.
Indeed. Many people doubted. Even the Orders weren't truly certain it could be done. Never before has Tyria been so united. Let all hear the echo of this battle. We can defeat the dragons. We will.
Zaitan waits at the center of Or, surrounded by a nation of undead. The battle to destroy the dragon will not be easy, but it can be won.
There is a ruined fortress at the edge of Or, south of the Shattercleft Hills. From that high cliff, you can see the spires of Or rising beyond the Straits of Devastation. We will take this fort and make it our own. The Pact will rebuild it. We will place our banners, and from there we will strike at the dragon's heart. I will make plans with the leaders of the Orders and gather troops at that location. You deserve some well-earned rest, my friend. Join me when you are ready.
Yeah, go do some hearts and events for 10 levels. Oh, absolutely, Loke. This is a big moment, and that's part of why I think this deserves a story negative. I know that sounds harsh, but this is a huge sea change for the setting, and it will be much, much better presented later after this point in time. Like, we will see the consequences and side effects of this decision for literal years of storytelling. But here it's just like, alright, we did it. Woohoo! Yeah! Woohoo! Like, once again, it's the licking the boots of the player thing, which is very Korean MMO. Now, I'm about half an hour into my lunch break, but we have actually done exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm going to grab lunch, and then we'll come back, and then we'll do more. I also have to set up my Elementalist, so I'll see you in a bit.